of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
Gonna love you forever. Come on, you said, say oh.
Citi 97.3. More variety.
Gonna love you forever. You want
The Citi Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio.
your goodness,
Citi 97.3.
your mercy, and your kindness towards me. Your love is so amazing. It brings me to my knees. Oh, gonna love you forever. Oh, gonna love you forever. Your mercy and your kindness towards me. Your love is so amazing. It brings me to my knees. So gonna love you forever. Come on, sing it to him. Sing it. Gonna love you forever. Every worshiper say oh. Gonna love you forever. Come on, put your hands in the air, say
Taking over from Nana to Full Boating with the Citi Breakfast News.
Lord, you are
So much can happen in a day.
Lord, I need you close, please stay around. Lord, I need you close, please stay around. Lord, I need you close, please stay around. You won't ever give up on me, and all that I have will never.
And after a marathon session yesterday, finally the set of nominees, the first batch, indeed the cabinet is fully formed. 42 positions taken. And based on the promise for 60, we are expecting 18 deputy minister nominees.
Come on, say, you won't
It was a marathon.
give up, and all that I have.
And just to start off this morning, value yesterday but live in today. You can't spend time living backwards. Yesterday ended last night. Get on with it. Whether success or failure, the greatest detriment to tomorrow's success is today's success. You are only as good as your last show. You're only as good as your last book. You're only as good as your last work. So even though we honor what we got from yesterday, we focus our energy on today. We focus our energy on today. Because everything happens in a day, or at least you need a day to do what you do. So let's make the most of today. Let's put our best in today. Let's bring out the best from today. Apply yourself to the gift that is called today. Your future comes to you one day at a time. And a lot can change in a day. A lot can change in a day. Everything doesn't happen in a day, but definitely great things happen daily. So put your mind to work, make the most of today, and see the best of life ahead of you. We're starting off with a newspaper review segment with Piva Beverages and Total Excellion. It was an interesting Saturday I had because I was driving somewhere in Adenta and I sort of burst a tie. So I swung into a Total in Adenta, one of the Totals, and I had my tie changed.
Right.
And then I swung by the Less Farm. They have a big depot at Race Junction. I bought Piva.
Oh,
yes.
Okay. So
because I've always wondered whether I can do the two together. I finally managed to do it.
The tangy and the orange
and cocktail.
Hey.
I got all three, but there was a lot of traffic at Race Junction.
Oh, bruh, that place.
There was a lot of traffic
all the time.
I don't know.
All the time.
You know the signs. You know. I think one of the things government should do. You can give like young engineers an engineering challenge. Yeah. How do you decongest traffic at a bottleneck? They should bring submissions, and then the person who brings the best suggestion is giving some prize or something.
Because from Race Junction, even at Salibotre, all the way to Race Junction, then you can even get to Kwabenya on that stretch.
Don't worry.
But the Boteman has been done.
We just need new thinking. So anyway, if you want to get some great start for your morning, make sure you get Piva beverages from Less Farm. Call them on 0550-032-231 and drive through a Total and ask for their new formula, the additive enriched fuel with a powerful 3-in-1 action that clears your engine, extends its life, and lowers your fuel consumption. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
Looking for a burst of flavor in every sip? Discover the refreshing taste of Piva beverages. Enjoy the classic Piva Cola flavor, perfect fit anytime. How about a fruity adventure? Try our delightful Piva orange fruit drink packed with recognized citrus flavor. Craving something exotic? Our Piva cocktail fruit drink brings the tropics to you. For a sweet and juicy treat, grab our grapefruit drink and don't miss out on the refreshing Piva Tangerine fruit drink, bursting with tangerine flavor. Piva Cola, Piva Orange, Piva Cocktail, Piva Grape, Piva Tangy. Grab yours today. Available now at your local store. Call us on 055-00-322-31. Piva, a taste you love. This advert is FDA approved.
P for Piva.
Oh, jump on now. Go. Ugomi, at what time when you come back where I don't hear the sound of your car? Why you buy new car?
No, I don't change my car. It be the same ride. It be the fuel way I change. Way one shouts it. Ever since I started using the all-new Excellium Premium Fuel, fortified with 3-in-1 action. Oh, Joe, now my car they run like electric car. No, it's so.
This is the type of fuel where they want to. Because now engine they cost. Where they want for way if I buy it, it go protect my engine. And with the small way I buy, I go drive, sir.
Absolutely. It's like strapping a turbocharger to your engine and giving it a protector. And what they bust my mind self be the 3-in-1 action. No, Excellium they prevent up to 99% of deposit. It be anti-wear, some be anti-corrosion. Won't pay when I open there.
Hey, so where can I find this magical fuel?
Just head over to any Total Energy service station and your car will thank you.
Hey, they make a finish my gobe fast, then rush go Total Energies. My friend, but why your hand my gobe inside?
I give you info. Make a fill the gobe too small.
Go.
Excellium is designed to protect your car engine, decrease fuel consumption, and lower CO2 emissions. Don't say fuel, say Excellium. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
Shami, nyumba ini, kejelebi, kagbe
All right, so we jump straight into the newspaper review. 6:37. Caleb, good morning.
Good morning, Bernard.
What are the papers saying today?
A lot of things, Bernard. Ghanaian Times this morning. Tripartite committee begins 2025 salary negotiations. Government urges partners to work expeditiously, and government reviews good for oil policy to promote transparency. This is the energy minister, and Presbyterian Church eulogizes JB Dankwa. Mr. Speaker lifts suspension on 4 MPs. On the back page, Northern Regional Minister vows to tackle Tamale's water crisis on first day of work. Let's conserve, restore wetlands. This is the Forestry Commission speaking.
The Daily Graphic has some very interesting headlines. 155 contest Council of State slots Tuesday. This is a graphic reporters reporting from all over the country. Education Ministry denies story, but graphic stands by report. I like this. That's on page 20 in relation to the trainees allowance. That's on page 20. Prostate liver cancers among leading causes of death in Ghana.
Wow.
And Development Bank Ghana welcomes Dr. Randolph Nso Ambala as CEO. Also, Kolebu suspend mortuary services for refurbishment as WAPCO also shuts down gas transmission today.
The Herald, homes, hospitals, schools in Ho denied water by Ghana Water Company Limited. Regional Minister pledges urgent relief, but Herald is saying now Mahama government under pressure to sack Minerals Commission CEO as civil society and media coalition renew calls for tougher action against Galamsey. Chairman Wuntumi runs to UK after engineering MPP's defeat. And then Lieutenant General Arnold Kwenu goes home on Friday. New Works and Housing Minister promises reform sector, and Oda MP Akwesi Akwa lied about Dafia Makbon's the squeezing incident.
The News Center is leading with the education story. Mahama betrays teacher trainees, vote for allowance campaign turns to allowance cancellation. Story on page 2. Ministry of Education is scrambling to try and explain itself what they said. Minority leader challenges new BOG governor's assumption of office. That's on page 7. Court overturns arrest warrant against Karen Baba Sam. This is a story on child custody. And Babin lifts suspension on 4 MPs. Meanwhile, BOG first deputy governor proceeds on leave ahead of end of term.
Chronicle has an interesting photo of Aponyo Makin, and he says he writes to Mahama, stop BOG boss from working, but Felix Kwatiofosu shoots down request. Bagbin gives Dapia Makpo, Dompre and others a reprieve, and then Presby Church pays glowing tribute to JB Dankwa. Kwawihene has not been lawfully destood, court told.
So there are 2 publishers. There's the new publisher and the Ghanaian publisher. Two different newspapers with 2 different emphases. The new publisher says Dafia Makpo replies Akwesi Akwa, silly joke. No MP squeeze my balls in parliament. Meanwhile, Speaker lifts MP suspension, and there's an article in defense of the NLA boss. The Ghanaian publisher, however, talks about Blackwell. It claims his hypocrisy and contradictions have been exposed. Apenyo Makin queries BOG governor's premature office assumption, and Mahama to scrap nursing teacher training allowance. That's also on the Ghanaian publisher front page.
The Informer. Bribery scandal hits Central Region NDC over MMDCE selection. Galamsey fight, they say people have to pay 3,000 and things. Galamsey fight, Lands Minister promises regular media engagement. Now on suspension of 4 MPs, Bagbin beats retreat. Africa's prosperity hinges on good governance. Mahama here. Minister vows to rid Accra of darkness in first 50 days. Well, we have 49 days to go. Motor insurance hike. This is BNFT. Motor insurance hike. Insurance site inflation, CD depreciation. Insist on 10% tariff increase for sustainability. Star Life Assurance partners Fig Tech to promote life insurance and industrialization trade key to Africa's prosperity. This is Professor Douglas Boateng. IMB records 116 piracy incidents, and Dr. Nso Ambala appointed DBG CEO.
Let me give you some headlines from online. City Newsroom, I'll pick about 5 which caught my attention. The first one is inflation, debt, currency woes threaten growth in Ghana and Nigeria. So take note of the 3. Inflation, debt, and currency woes. They threaten Ghana and Nigeria. This is an analysis that has been done from Deloitte. The second one that I want to bring to your attention is the interview with Jacob Adongo, who's the new NYA boss. He says Mahama redirected Me to NYA to help revamp the sector. He also denies rift with Malik Basintale. So that's on front page of citynewsroom.com. Then I will give you a third one. USAID places staff on leave, recalls personnel overseas. So elections have consequences. Trump and Musk and their crackdown on development aid. And if you know the kind of things USAID does in Ghana, this is a really sad story. In fact, there's a story. I'll link this story to another story.
Yeah.
So this one is on City News. The Joy version says USAID suspends supply chain support affecting distribution of essential health commodities in northern Ghana. So we haven't seen the last of this. And then this one, as a follow-up to what we started yesterday, 20 Salaga SHS students arrested after violent fight.
Again?
Yes, so it looks like the secondary school matter is getting serious. Now, if you go to Channel 1 News, the stories I'm picking from there are from Parliament. Akando, 11 others sort of approved. Minority abstains on Ablakwa. In other stories, in National Bafu, were granted 500,000 CD bail in Kotoko supporter murder case. Babin rejects headmaster tag, calls for order as he pardons the 4. I call them the famous or infamous 4. And then well erected around damaged Akufo-Addo statue in second day. We don't know if they are going to redo the wall, the statue itself, but the wall has been erected. And then I will work with stakeholders to improve Eastern Region, Rita Awate. So some of the regional ministers have started working. So for example, the Volta Regional Minister is talking about water.
Yes.
Eastern Regional Minister met people yesterday. Greater Accra Regional Minister is also working.
Northern Regional Minister is talking about water as well.
And Ashanti. Maybe we can do regional later. So let's do the big national stories. Then we'll do some regional focus today. So I think the parliamentary swearing in is what we will say. So let me use the Channel 1 News version because that happened late. I think it was almost 11.
Way late. So the papers don't actually have.
No, well, we have it here. I will bring you the Channel 1 version. Parliament approves Akando, 11 other ministerial nominees. Minority abstains from 2. So the story says that Parliament has formally approved the nominations of Kwabena Minta Akando, Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa, and 10 other individuals as ministers designate following a rigorous debate and voting process. So here's the list. Kwabena Minta Akando, Health. Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa, Foreign Ministry. Isif Useidu, Minister designate for climate change, sustainability. Charity Gardner Ahafo, Salisu B. Awuribe, Savannah. Wilbert Petty Brentum, Western North. Joseph Nelson, Western. Joseph Adai Akwabwa Bono, Francis Owusu Enchibono, East. Felix Kwachi Ofosu, Government Communications. Eko Penin Ochire Eduamwa, Central Region, and Charles Luanga Posing, Upper West Region. Now, prior to this, another group of 4 were also approved, and this includes Rashid Pelpo for labor, jobs and employment, Kofi Adams for sports, Joseph Ninkpe for transport, Mutala Ibrahim for environment, science and technology, in addition to Samuel Nate George for communication, science, technology and innovation. So let me just end the parliamentary issue quickly. Speaker of Parliament has rejected the tag of headmaster, but he has pardoned the 4 MPs who were suspended or who he suspended for their misconduct in the brawl that occurred last Thursday. So that's a wrap from Parliament. Caleb.
So now let me take you to the regions, right?
Okay.
So homes, hospitals, schools in Ho denied water by Ghana Water Company. Volta Regional Minister James Gunu has pledged to ensure that hospitals, schools and other essential institutions in Ho receive water supply amid the ongoing crisis that has left many residents struggling for potable water. The initiative was set to begin on Tuesday, February 4, 2025 as part of an emergency response to the acute water shortage in Ho, the regional capital. The crisis stems from frequent mechanical failures at Caravan Water Treatment Plant. Now, I was speaking to the media after visiting the treatment facility on Monday. There is a quote here: "We understand the hardship this water crisis has caused our people, and we are committed to finding a lasting solution," he said. Our priority is ensuring that hospitals, schools and other critical institutions have access to water supply despite the challenges.
Yesterday, the new MD for Ghana Water Company visited the Caravan Water Treatment Plant and basically gave the same assurance. Now, before we continue with the regional, I want to deal with the story on the educational ministry. Now, there's a rejoinder from the Ministry of Education trying to clarify
what the
teacher training allowance issue. So the Ministry of Education has taken note of a front page publication in the 4th February edition of the Daily Graphic with the headline, Teacher Training Allowance to Go. The headline is not only sensational but misleading, as their own narration of the story indicated, which to categorically state that the news item does not reflect the true and accurate reporting of what the minister said. The minister, during his interaction with executives of the Principal's College of Education, Prinkoff, explained that government is open to augmenting the financial needs of students in the College of Education. To this end, he indicated that government would seek to consider an enhanced loan scheme for students in this category if need be. In addition, the minister was emphatic that government would maintain the allowances until further deliberations and a firm agreement is reached with all stakeholders. We therefore urge Daily Graphic to correct the wrong impression created and to give this rejoinder the same prominence as its earlier publication. Now, the editors noticed that the rejoinder was published unedited. The Daily Graphic wishes to state categorically that it stands by its story as appeared in yesterday's issue. Now, the reason I think the graphic is right here is that when you listen to the story Nana 24 aired today, the minister's suggestion was to the direction of what the graphic wrote. So I think maybe he needs to give an interview to explain what he was trying to say, because when you listen to the audio, I don't know if you have the audio of the first Nana 24 story from Ministry of Education. Fred can bring it for me. He was talking about the fact that the government cannot basically need to get loans and that they cannot be feeding teacher trainees. Now I'm not sure whether the feeding of trainees is the same as the allowance. Do you understand my point? So he spoke about feeding of teacher trainees. I think the audio is there. We can play it because a number of papers have taken that story up. So for example, if you go to Ghanaian Publisher, they say Muhammad to scrap teacher nursing training allowances. If you take the news center, they say Muhammad betrays teacher trainees. Vote for allowance campaign turns to allowance cancellation. So let me air for you the audio that we have, and then you can make of it what you would.
There is no way you should be feeding a student at the tertiary level of head. So we have to work out a transition from the allowance into an enhanced student loan for them to feed themselves. But in the interim, they will still get the allowances. Then just the next very few months going forward, subject to the recommendations of the committee. But I cannot conceive of a student in a higher education institution being fed.
So his emphasis was on feeding.
But he also said that in the interim the allowances will continue.
Yes, but he cannot.
It makes it sound
then
like
he says we'll wait for the committee. Maybe you should have just waited for the committee. I think that's what the
because it sounded like the feeding will replace the allowance. So if the allowance continues in the interim and you're going to scrap it, then the feeding is gone. The allowance is also gone.
There are 2 points here. Is the allowance only for feeding or for other things? That's number one. Number two, he says the committee will recommend, but in the interim it will continue. Okay. Exactly. So I think people can make of it what they. I think the statement itself was not very clear, which is what's leading to confusion. But in any event, the ministry has said that they didn't seek to say they will cancel the allowance. So I think we should just take it from them and move on with our lives, whilst we wait for further clarification if necessary.
So the education ministry has denied that. That's here as well. And Nooks is threatening protests. They are demanding the release of withheld WASI results. So
that's a different issue.
It's not on the allowance thing. But the National Union of Ghana Students, Nooks, has issued a 1-week ultimatum to the West African Examination Council WAEC to release all withheld 2024 WASI results or face nationwide protests. The union is also demanding the removal of WAEC Ghana's head over what it describes as unfair treatment of candidates accused of examination malpractice. Nooks has raised concerns about WAEC's failure to grant affected students a fair hearing before withholding or cancelling their results. And I think WAEC has been
WAEC is saying that they want to be sure the results are accurate. But people's lives are at stake here. Let me give you this USAID story, then I'll continue with the regional focus. The USAID story, I think, is a very serious story.
Very, very serious.
Because at least I know a few things they do in some sectors. So if you go to citinewsroom.com, the story says that USAID places staff on leave and recalls personnel overseas. So this is serious. The United States President's administration, Donald Trump, has ordered nearly all directly hired staff of the U.S. Agency for International Development to be placed on leave as part of the Republican government's drive to radically shrink the government. USAID said on Tuesday that all direct hire personnel will be put on leave from Friday, apart from designated personnel responsible for mission critical functions, core leadership, and specially designated programs. USAID personnel posted overseas will be recalled from their postings within 30 days, the agency said in a statement on its website. Now, to give you an idea of how serious this is, so this is the international version. Now, in Ghana, this suspension has occasioned a suspension of supply chain support affecting distribution of essential commodities in northern Ghana. So the action has raised significant concern about the availability of essential medicines and health commodities, particularly in the northern, northeast, and savannah regions, which rely on northern regional medical stores for distribution. All right, and we are told that in a letter directed to the DG of the GHS, the regional director of health for northern region, Dr. Abdullahi Abukari, noted that the suspension is expected to disrupt key areas within the healthcare system, including last mile distribution, procurement and supply chain management, public health program implementation. Now, later on, I'll tell you the types of things USAID does in education, in health, in trade facilitation. I mean, agric is a lot. So we have to look for our homegrown solutions. Now, let's go back to the regions. Cancer cases are rising in Ashanti. And this story is on Channel 1 News, and it says, a story by Doris Lonta, that health officials in Ashanti region have raised concern over the rising incidence of cancer, as the region recorded over 16,000 cases.
16?
Yes, of various types of cancers last year. This marks a significant increase from 11,000 in 2023. So an increase of 5,000. Among the most prevalent cancers are breast, cervical, and prostate cancer. Breast cancer cases surged from 292 to 561, while cervical cancer rose from 298 to 522 within the same period. Now, prostate cancer cases declined from 1,208 to 996. It also remains the most common type of cancer in the region. Health authorities warn that without intensified awareness and preventive measures, cancer cases could continue to rise at an alarming rate. And this is part of World Cancer Day. We need to talk a bit about cancer issues in this country.
But the minister vows to rid Accra of darkness in first 50 days in office. This is informal. The Greater Accra Regional Minister Linda Akwele Okulu on Monday entered into what could be described as a social contract for the people of Ghana, promising to light up the capital city, Accra, within her first 50 days in office. The promise comes in the wake of several concerns being raised about the darkness that seems to have taken over the national capital at night as a result of malfunctioning streetlights. Already, the Millennium Development Authority is reported to have spent a whopping $15.8 million on street lighting replacement project between 2020 and 2021 to illuminate the roads, highways, and streets of the national capital. So we have 49 days to go if you are starting.
The countdown is on.
Yes, please.
Now, you want to go to the northern region?
Yes.
Tell me what the regional minister is saying.
Water issues, and the regional minister Ali Aldov G. John says the fixing of the long-standing water crisis in Tamale and its surrounding areas will be his top priority as he takes office as the regional minister. Speaking to journalists at the Regional Coordinating Council on his first day in office yesterday, he assured residents of swift and decisive action to improve water access. President John Dramani Mahama has emphasized that resolving Tamale's water challenges is a key government agenda, and I'm here to ensure that his vision becomes a reality. Would have loved some timelines to this one.
Water crisis in Tamale, water crisis in Ho,
Central region.
Two regional ministers already on duty. Eastern Regional Minister Rita Akosua Awate has assured of collaborative engagement with all stakeholders, including traditional authorities in all 11 paramountcies, technocrats and private sector, to ensure the region benefits from the president's resetting agenda. She was addressing a staff there by the Regional Coordinating Council on her first day in office. We wish her well. Then let me go to a final region, Western region. Wall erected around damaged Akufo-Addo statue in Second D. Akwesi Ajayi is reporting that Channel 1 News has spotted new developments of block work surrounding the damaged statue of former President Nana Akufo-Addo in front of the Fia Nkwanta Hospital in Second Day. This development comes ahead of the President John Dramani Mahama's thank you tour, which is scheduled for today, February 5, for Central and Western regions. Meanwhile, stakeholders contacted have indicated that they do not know anything about the wall constructed around the statue. So it's a mysterious wall. Now, the other story I need to bring to you quickly is Ignatius Bafwewa granted 500,000 cedi bail. This is still Channel 1 News. So this is the former Labour Minister. And it's actually interesting because this is today is when the labor unions and the government have started negotiating new minimum wage. And the immediate past labor minister has been granted bail in the sum of 500,000 cedis with 2 sureties in connection with the murder case of supporters of Kumasi's anti-Kotokos fan, Pole. Now, Bafo, alongside another suspect, Joseph Cheme, was also granted bail as to appear at the Sunyani District Court on Monday, February 17.
Right.
So that story is something we are keeping an eye on.
But this is one of interest. Chief Moment to perform at Earth to Space Festival in the US.
Wow.
That story is on page 10 of the Chronicle. Chief Moment is doing fantastic.
He's done so well.
Yeah.
There's a very good opinion piece in the graphic page 10 by my good friend Apia Kusi Adomako. Now, I like the article. It says, proposed privatization of ECG, alternative position.
Okay.
And he's saying in part that ECG, whatever happens, we should protect low-income households from potential tariff increases. So whichever form the participation of the private sector person goes, we should ensure that poor people are not disadvantaged. Now, let me end with another health story.
Yes,
prostate and liver cancers among leading deaths in Ghana. So apart from the Ashanti story we did, there are other kinds of cancers which are also causing deaths in Ghana. Story on page 16 and 17. The Ghana Health Service has said that prostate and liver cancers are among the leading causes of death in the country, and the data is given. Acting DG of the Ghana Health Service, Dr. Samuel Kaba Akoyiria, said this at a media briefing in Accra yesterday as part of activities to commemorate this year's World Cancer Day celebration on the theme United in Unique. I don't know what that means.
Okay. But Bernard, this morning, our listeners who are using the Pokwas in Soham Road are not happy.
Why?
They say the dust emanating from the stretch as a result of the construction is overwhelming.
Why don't they sprinkle water on the road? What's the name of the contractor? These days we are doing contractor name, you know. Okay, be careful. Thank you, Caleb. That was a super review.
Thank you, Bernard.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
City Business News with me, Latte, brought to you by MTN, Goyle, and Ecobank. Good morning, Nee.
Good morning, Bernard. Hello to you out there. Welcome to the breakfast edition of Citi Business News on 97.3 Citi FM. Proudly brought to you by MTN, Goyle, and Ecobank. Coming up this morning, government to begin search for new first deputy governor of the Bank of Ghana as Dr. Maxwell Opoku Afari proceeds on leave ahead of his exit. Also, high inflation, debt, and currency depreciation to significantly affect Ghana's growth prospects in 2025. Details from the latest economic outlook by audit firm Deloitte, and later reassessment of the Tema oil refinery to be done by the Mahama government, but this time around with a push for local participation. It's midweek. I am Nee Latte. Many thanks indeed for joining us. Details of our stories now. The government is set to begin the search for a new first deputy governor of the Bank of Ghana as Dr. Maxwell Opoku Afari proceeds on leave today ahead of his contract expiration later this year. Dr. Opoku Afari, who has been instrumental in shaping the central bank's monetary policy over the past 7 years, had his leave officially approved by President John Dramani Mahama. He was first appointed on August 7, 2017 and subsequently reappointed for a second term on August 7, 2021. President John Dramani Mahama is expected to nominate a new first deputy governor in the coming days to support the central bank's policy direction. Away from that, and Ghana's economic growth prospects for 2025 remain under pressure as high inflation, rising debt levels, and currency depreciation continue to pose significant challenges. According to the latest economic outlook by audit and consulting firm Deloitte, These factors, alongside a tight monetary policy environment, could slow down the country's recovery efforts and limit investment inflows. Deloitte is urging policymakers to implement bold structural reforms to restore macroeconomic stability and enhance business confidence. Ghana is at risk of prolonged economic uncertainty, which could impact businesses and household incomes.
In its global economic outlook for January 2025, Deloitte noted that economic expansion in West Africa has been constrained by the rising cost of goods and services, which has led to higher interest rates as monetary authorities work to curb inflation. Despite these challenges, Deloitte maintained a positive outlook for Ghana's economy in the short to medium term. Compared to Nigeria, Deloitte maintains that Ghana appears to have a stronger growth prospect. Ghana's economy expanded by 4.7% year-on-year in the first quarter of 2024, largely fueled by a robust 6.8% year-on-year growth in the industrial sector. The report further points that the agriculture and services sector grew at a more moderate pace of 4.1% and 3.3% year-on-year, respectively, in 2024. Deloitte also noted that Ghana is gradually recovering from its debt-induced crisis, aided by the government's ongoing restructuring of its $30 billion debt. Additionally, monetary policy interventions by the Bank of Ghana have contributed to easing inflationary pressures.
Emmanuel Opon with that report. Now, the Mahama-led government is set to reassess the operations of the Tema Oil Refinery with a renewed focus on increasing local participation in the facility's restructuring. Energy Minister John Jinapor has been engaging industry players, stressing that any revamp of the refinery must align with Ghana's local content policy, ensuring that indigenous businesses take the lead in future investment and operations.
Our refinery is also a key integral part of what we intend to do. Our vision is that if we can get you Ghanaian entrepreneurs to lead the process, it will help us a lot. And so we'll take a second look at the oil refinery, but in line with our local content policy, we would want to give the first option to you captains of industry in Ghana here. And where you do not have the capacity, I'm confident that you can source for capacity to augment what you do with us.
John Jinapor is minister responsible for energy and green transition. The 7-member committee, chaired by economist Dr. Ismail Yamson and tasked with facilitating the National Economic Dialogue, is accelerating efforts to set the stage for critical discussions on Ghana's economic future. Citi Business News is learning that after a week of intense deliberations, the committee is actively engaging key stakeholders to gather insights in order to meet its 4-week deadline. Now, while members have declined to comment publicly, sources indicate that discussions are centered on policy alignment, achieving fiscal consolidation, and resetting the financial economy. Meanwhile, the Chief Executive Officer of Delex Finance, Joe Jackson, is optimistic about the outcome of these engagements.
There's a need for a national dialogue. You know, there are a number of things that Ghanaians are clamoring for. We want to keep free SHS. We want to even improve it and get it better. We want to take off e-levy. We want to take off the betting tax. We want to take off all these lists of taxes. We want to reduce duties at the port. Now, each one of them is a good thing, but there's only one pot. That is the public purse. And it just depends on, we as a nation have to decide what matters to us, what we are prepared to spend on, what we are prepared to prioritize, and what we are prepared to give up. Because we can't have all the things that we want. That's simple, that's basic. If we can't have all the things that we want, a national dialogue on the economy will be good to tell us, so that we can together say, okay, free SHS, we want it all. To do free SHS, this is what we are prepared to give up. This is what we cannot give up. And that is what will lead us where we want to go.
Joe Jackson is Chief Executive Officer of Delex Finance. The Association of Ghana Industries, AGI, is impressing upon the government to develop a robust irrigation system that will enable year-round farming, ensuring a steady supply of agricultural produce to processing factories across the country. This call comes in response to the Ministry of Food and Agriculture's plan to encourage industries to establish agro-processing plants near farms, aiming to reduce significant post-harvest losses affecting the sector. In an interview with Citi Business News, the Greater Accra Regional Chairman of AGI, Chona Makpelo, underscored that a robust irrigation system would be a game changer for the agricultural industry.
There are many considerations in setting up a factory or processing plant. Number one, you have to always ensure that you have a year-round guaranteed raw materials being supplied to the factory. The challenge we have is that we do not have a robust irrigation system. And so most of our agricultural production are seasonal. And that becomes challenging for industry to flourish because industry require all year-round supply of raw materials. So we would like to see the mechanism the minister will put in place to ensure that there will be continuous supply of raw materials to industry, for the purpose of discussing an establishment of the factory in our farm.
Chona Makpelo is Greater Accra Regional Chair of the Association of Ghana Industries, AGI. Meanwhile, Trade Association are raising a call on the government to initiate bilateral relations with Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger in order to address concerns over the disruption of goods and services flow. These concerns have arisen following the recent announcement that the three countries have formally withdrawn from ECOWAS regional bloc. Joseph Obin is president of GUTA.
They are not going to be obliged by the rules and regulations of the ECOWAS protocol, but they can do anything that they want to disrupt this free movement of goods and services. In that vein, I don't think it's going to help. But then, Ghana can also bypass the ECOWAS protocol and have bilateral agreements with this country. There's nothing that debars Ghana from having bilateral agreements. In this case, I will urge the government to, as soon as possible, find a way to engage with these three countries so that we can have our own bilateral agreements aside that of the ECOWAS protocol. I think that's the only way out. That it will help us have access to their market and also having access to our market.
You heard the president of the Ghana Union of Traders Association, Dr. Joseph Obin. On the forex market this morning, the dollar trading at 15 cedis 90 pesos, the British pound at 19 cedis 80 pesos. That of the euro could be sold to you at 16 cedis 70 pesos. And that's it for the breakfast edition of Citi Business News, proudly brought to you by MTN, Goyle, and Ecobank. I am Ni Lati. Do you have a good business day?
Every day, people have money emergencies. Ma, I need my school fees. Mommy chop money. Cratchy, mommy rent. Emergency. Now, there's a new emergency number in town.
More money, challenge and enjoyment. At the top life we got.
Dial star 770 hash for money emergencies and chop life.
For emergency access to your bank accounts, transfers, utility payments, loans, and more. Dial star 770 hash. Bank on the go even without data with EcoBank's short code for digital banking. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
For over 60 years, Good Energy has served you top quality fuel. Goyle brings you Super XP for a smooth ride. It is available in Goyle stations nationwide. Goyle Super XP is fortified with special additives which help your engine perform better and use less fuel. Goyle Super XP is quality fuel, the ideal choice for most vehicles. Energize your ride with Goyle Super XP. Who feel ya? Huh? Who feel? Good energy. Joy,
The other day, I visited Kweku at his spunky new office to congratulate him on opening his business. And man, was I impressed. The business is just moving quick. The sales, customers, everything is just working seamlessly. The secret? He He said,
It's MTN Business Broadband. In this fast-paced environment, we need fast and reliable internet to support all business types. No laggy online meetings, great download and upload speeds, impeccable business management systems, all inclusive. I mean, you can have it all.
Sharp! I signed on immediately.
To enable your business stay ahead and stay connected, make sure you're signed on to the best internet made just for businesses. MTN Business Broadband. Sign up today on broadband.mtn.com.gh and manage your account on my MTN app. Call 0244 308 111 for more information. We are good together everywhere you go.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show. The city's biggest conversation. The Citi Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
Gina, because say I tell you, say I love you. Maybe the reason why you want for me for what I do.
It's 13 after 7. Business News, City Business News was brought to you by Accra.
You know, go fit to use my head.
Girl at MTN, Ecobank says, listen, you've worked hard to earn your money. Don't allow scammers to steal your money. Do not fall for any request, phone call, via phone call, text message or email for you to divulge sensitive information such as your password, your PIN, your card information, CVV, OTP, and other personal details. All such requests are aimed at stealing your money. Do not fall for that. Never give the 16 digits or any number on your bank card to anyone. Avoid any calls or messages that request you to click a link. Report any suspicious SMS, email or phone call to the Ecobank Contact Center. Delete such messages at once. When in doubt or you feel insecure, call Ecobank Contact Center on toll-free number 0800 003225. Don't be scammed. Ecobank is bringing you this information, and Grow Good Energy says we're bringing you Grow Super XP. The ideal choice for most vehicles is flowing. Many Grow stations in the country. Just go fuel up your vehicle, enjoy the smooth ride with all the benefits. Grow Super XP is quality, gives you correct choice when buying regular fuel. Special additive that gives longevity to your engine, makes your engine perform to the max using minimal fuel, and is suitable for most vehicles. As you journey the road, look out for Grow stations with a Grow Super XP sign. Go fuel up your vehicle. Grow Super XP, so feel it, we can feel it. Grow Good Energy, idea.
In a wicked world, this is wicked love. In a wicked world, see what you want from me for what I do.
But I'll be groceries in.
You laugh me from my face.
We'll kick off. No, sports line. Why them pinty? And so at man, today boys is speed one on side.
No, what they did is bad. You don't do that in football. Football is just, a means to distress, if you want, because we're playing. It's business for some people.
Yeah.
But for those that get to the space to go and watch the game, it's for relaxation.
Recreation.
Yeah, absolutely.
When
no, bad.
But today, one bill.
Yeah, to
$500,000 CD bill.
We have to allow the Ghana police to continue its investigations, and then we'll know also, what's who the culprit are, and of course. Mama being confused.
Them friends are bratty, and they come on the paper. Anyway, kick off is brought to you by Shell.
You know, go laugh me from my face.
And Zonda Ghana, Shell says if you're planning date nights or you want to make the kids happy with the latest toys and ice cream, these so many little things make all the difference in creating lasting memories. Good times start at Shell, where you can fill up on more than just fuel. You can fill up on love, laughter, and sumptuous bites and treats from our partner vendors. If you want juicy chicken, filling burgers, snacks, a space to just unwind, trust me, you'll find it at all Shell service stations. While you enjoy yourself with your family and friends, your car can also get the love it deserves at the Shell service station and wash bay. It's one roof for everything. Visit Shell today. And kickoff is brought to you by Zonda Ghana Limited as well. Shell says go well. It's time for kickoff, friends. Ladies and gentlemen, Bernard Abekwajwe.
Hi and welcome to Wednesday's edition of Kickoff on the Citi Breakfast Show. We say a big thank you to Shell V Power, Shell, Go Well, and Zonda GH. On the show today,
every money that is given must be justified, and so we would have to find out for every money that goes out, whether it's coming from the state directly or from FIFA, it must come with explanation.
The Honourable Minister for Sport and Recreation has emphasized that all state funds allocated to football must be properly justified. And
I wouldn't like to go into much detail. We couldn't do it for certain reasons, and we have to accept it. That's it.
That's the Arsenal manager voicing his disappointment over the club's lack of signings in the winter transfer window. All of that plus some other news right here on the Citi Breakfast Show. I am Bernard Abekwajwe. Let's kick off. We start with some athletics, and President of Ghana Athletics, Bao Fuseni, has hailed 2024 as the most outstanding year for the sport since his involvement. Ghana made history by hosting the 13th African Games in March, where the nation's athletes delivered an exceptional performance, winning 6 medals. Team Ghana also competed at the Paris Olympic Games, but the results did not meet expectations. Despite the challenges, the participation itself was a significant milestone, demonstrating the country's growing presence on the global athletics stage. Speaking to Citi Sports, Bao Fuseni emphasized that 2024 remains the best year for Ghana Athletics.
2024 was a blessed-free year for Ghana Athletics. It is one of the years that I cannot compare to any other year since I've started athletics. A year that Ghana hosted one of the best African Games on the African continent. It's for the year that only athletics qualified for the Olympic Games. It was the year that we won African Championship in the relay. It was the year that I won the best African president. It was the year that I also awarded SWAG President of the Year. The year that we also won, that there was a lot of positives, and there was one negative thing that we cannot talk of all this positive and we will not mention the negative. And what happened at the Olympic Games in Paris for Ghana to miss out of the 4x100. That was one negative thing in the our activities last year. But in all, the year was a very good year.
You heard from the President of Ghana Athletics, Bao Fuseni. Away to the Sports Ministry Minister for Sports and Recreation, Kofi Adams, has emphasized that all state funds allocated to football must be properly justified. His remarks follow concerns over the Black Stars management members receiving $100,000 as appearance fee at the FIFA World Cup. Dr. Randy Abbey, chairman of the Black Stars Management Committee, previously stated in a media engagement that the committee members were entitled to $100,000 payment.
Well, every money that is given must be justified, and so we would have to find out for every money that goes out, whether it's coming from the state directly or from FIFA, it must come with explanation. Each utilization must come with explanation. There is no such money that anyone will say that, this doesn't belong to this person or that person. For example, the Black Stars, when they the state is responsible for a number of things, including even salaries and allowances of the head coach and some technical persons. The state sometimes can take upon itself to do a number of things for the national team. So if FIFA gives some money for the running of the sport, it cannot be the case that is treated as some private money that can be used by some individuals in any way, anyhow. So accountability. If truly they are deserving, let's see the justification. It's that justification that will tell. But so far, mentioning them $100,000 without justification for me is truly not the way to go.
Oh, you heard from the Minister for Sport and Recreation, Kofi Adams. The Black Stars exited the 2022 tournament at the group stage after losing 2 games against Portugal and Uruguay. Let's get to the Instructorman and Asante Kotoko story. Now, Instructorman FC's Communications Director, Joe Kofi Jampe, has revealed that the club has yet to engage its players in contract negotiations. The club has submitted a proposal to the Ghana Football Association to withdraw from the league following the tragic loss of a life during their matchday 19 fixture against Asante Kotoko in Iswatre. In an exclusive interview with Citi Sport, Jampe disclosed that the club's owner is deeply concerned about the future of the 40 registered players as the team considers pulling out of the competition.
Well, we have about 40 players registered in our system. So that is his pain now. But then the pain of losing a DSO can be quantified to or with that of maybe our brothers who will be playing. We know they are footballers; they can get clubs to play for. But then life can't be brought back. So we'll make sure that we'll do negotiations with the players. We'll sit down with them and see the way forward. But for now, we're only focusing on the proposal we made to the GFA.
Let's move away from that story. Now, elsewhere, Coventry City FC manager Frank Lampard has praised Ghana forward Brandon Thomas Asante for scoring a brilliant goal in the EFL Championship, describing Thomas Asante's goal in Coventry's 2-0 win over Swansea as distinctive and brilliant. Lampard also stated how proud he is of the Black Stars players' work rate.
And then Brandon Thomas Asante's goal was a bit special.
Really special. You know, it's nobody in the stadium can see it until it happens. It's an individual moment of brilliance. Simple as that. Instinctive, but real quality. And as soon as he hit it, you know, the keeper knew he was in trouble. And really, really happy for him. Again, these things all come off the back of doing all the right things, all the right hold up, all the right runs. But then that's something outstanding.
It suggests he's got some confidence there.
Yeah, it does, and that's, you know, you have to work for confidence and you have to work to keep it, and that's where we're at as a team. And Brandon individually, and there's players throughout the team that are playing like that at the moment. So, you know, it's so important that we stay on top of ourselves, don't get too carried away. We're on a good run of form, good run of results, but to sustain it is another step. But yeah, Brandon was the epitome of that today in his own individual performance.
Now, Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta says he's disappointed by the club's failure to make any signings during the winter transfer window, but praised the club's discipline. Arsenal were expected to bring in an attacker after Gabriel Jesus suffered a season-ending anterior cruciate ligament injury last month, while Bukayo Saka is yet to return from a hamstring issue. Here's a worried manager Mikel Arteta.
I wouldn't like to go into much detail, you know. We couldn't do it for certain reasons, and we have to accept it. That's it. It was a combination of things. No, that wasn't part of the process. That wasn't an issue. I mean, with any player that we were trying to find. You know, gamble is reality. I think we have to face the reality as well that we have. We have the players that we have. Some of them are on loan. We never had a squad of 35, 40, 45 players. So many other clubs, they have 45 players in their list. We don't have that size at the moment. It's our reality. We have to do so much in the last few years that where we are. So we're going to have to evolve there as well and have more players from the academy and the ones that are here to be fitter longer. That's a job that is permanent and it keeps evolving, and we need to be in our toes. Now I focus on the numbers that we have, how to maximize them, how to make the best out of them, and listen, with all the problems that we already had, we are in February, and I think it's remarkable what the team has done, so I have full faith in them.
Well, later tonight at 8 p.m, Simon Hopper will be the centre man for that game between Newcastle United versus Arsenal at the St James Park in the EFL Cup semi-final. Or Newcastle lead 2-0 on aggregate at Spurs. Matthias, Tell insists Tottenham was the best option for him after joining the Premier League club on loan from Bayern Munich.
It was the best option for me. What was important for me, I feel the commitment. I spoke with the president, talked with the manager. I'm young, I need to grow up, and that was for me the best option for me. And now I'm there, I'm very happy. I think I'm a physical player, fast, technique. I play every moment, every game with my heart.
Still is the new Tottenham Hotspurs player. Bayern Munich left back Alphonso Davies has signed a new contract with the club, and then speculations of a move to Real Madrid on Tuesday was confirmed by Bayern that Davies, 24, has signed a new 5-year deal running until June 2030. Let's end with some tennis. And Britain's Emma Raducanu lost in the first round of the Abu Dhabi Open as she went down in straight sets to former Wimbledon champion Marketa Vondrousova. That's your sports. For more sports stories, log on to citysportsonline.com. Thanks to Shell V Power and Zonda GH. I am Bernard Abeku. Sport is live. Get involved.
It's not just a service station. It's a place you get more for every visit. It's not just a place to fill your tank. It's a place to fulfill your cravings. From chicken to chocolate, caramel, or the tasty latte. It's not just a place to service your car. It's the perfect place to wash your ride. It's a place where convenience, love, friendship, joy, and laughter assemble. Because it all starts at Shell. Visit Shell today and enjoy a wide array of services and offers under one roof. It starts at Shell.
Pepper powder, pepper ojawo, sankofa pepper powder, sankofa pepper powder, sankofa pepper powder. ATM hawo, go better near Potoyoa, sankofa got you covered. Go for sankofa pepper powder, sankofa pepper powder. Abuna abonje krakra, sankofa pepper powder. Red and hot, very natural. Sankofa pepper powder. Chinchinga, enembia. Sankofa pepper powder. Noodles, Ghana jollo. Sankofa pepper powder. Eshishi anete. Sankofa pepper powder. Sankofa pepper powder. Sankofa pepper powder. Sankofa pepper powder.
This ad is not about how convenient or easy to use the Affinity app is, or not having to worry about monthly or transaction fees. Yes, banking without fees. This ad is about Affinity providing the necessary services to help grow your business. Because banking doesn't have to be an inconvenience. With Affinity, you're in. To get the app, dial *229# or go to affinityghana.com.
At ShopRite, our low price promise is to always help you save when you need it most. Make every city count this January and save big on deals like 4.5 kg Abina Vietnam rice for only 119 cedis, 99 pairs worth, and 125-gram Lily sardine for just 14 cedis, 99 pairs worth. Don't miss out. Visit your nearest ShopRite and save more this January. Offers valid until 9th February. ShopRite. Lower prices you can trust always.
Since inception, almost 100% of Ashesi University students have found jobs, started businesses, or gone on to graduate school within 6 months of graduation. From Accra to Nairobi, London to New York, Ashesi graduates are noticed and are leading successful careers. If you dream of a rewarding life and career, an Ashesi education prepares you just for that. Learn more about applying to Ashesi at ashesi.edu.gh. Remember, admission is ongoing.
Where do your hopes and dreams take flight? The money you've earned, the future shining bright. At Petra, we're not just here for your retirement plan. We are here for the life you've imagined and then some. From your child's education to your dream home's door, we'll help you achieve what you're striving for. Petra is here, steady and strong. Your wealth in safe hands, where it belongs. With investments that grow at rates that compete, we build your future with every heartbeat. That's Petra, your partner. Come joy or strife, guiding you toward the dreams that define your life. For your pensions, investments, loans, and more, visit our website at petraonline.com or call 0242 435037. Petra, achieve more.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation. The Citi Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
Me a walk, Kumasi, I mean, my son, and Pam 170. Maria Besio, you know, Nama Wareno. Our women, your Marco Tumpo, on phone won't be Ribiarampo. Nasu many boy would appear, Namakumetrano. Me there, oh, you makumana konazina. Oh, I wouldn't have been one. Naso don't see meti.
7:34 Citi Breakfast Show. So that was Bernard. I'm big watching, bringing you kickoff this morning. Alright, so this morning I want to do something. If you're listening to me from any of the regions, what are the top priorities for a regional minister? What are the most important things your minister should do to make life better for you? A couple of quick birthday requests coming through. Please wish Mrs. Helena Dotte, aka Original She, happy 70th birthday from her husband Eddie, her dear children, grandchildren, in-laws, and all the family. Mrs. Helena Dotte, happy 70th to you. Glorious birthday to Mrs. Beatrice Ajewa Boating. Today we celebrate not just your special day, but also the incredible person you are. Your organizational skills, love, and unwavering support, hard work, and caring nature inspire us all. May your day be filled with joy. May the years ahead bring you greater achievements. From your husband Evans and your son Kofi. Happy birthday to Emmanuel Lai and Nan of the Audit Department of Deloitte, and belated birthday to Gideon Ayo, Partner Tax and Regulatory, Enoch Akwa and Zubeiru Suleiman, also of the Tax and Regulatory Department of Deloitte, from your country managing partner Daniel Kwejo Owusu.
Inti sweet teacher would do na menya umu enije papebi.
A few more requests coming through. Good morning, Bernard. Please wish my big brother Dada Ako, a member of JD Shop, a happy birthday from all the guys. Jones Adoboy in La. This is Mrs. Susie Osei Abotiga from Community 22. Kindly help me wish my husband Kafui Abotiga of KNUST UI TS a happy, glorious birthday. Please let him know that he's the love of my life, my greatest blessing, and my constant source of joy. I pray this new year brings him endless happiness, unwavering success, and an overflow of God's favor. Thank you so much to you, Mr. Kafui Abotiga. Pay your school and residential fees with Zenith Bank. It's stress-free, whether you're at KNUST, UG, UDS, UMAT, or UEW, Ola College of Education, or Akosombo International. You can make those payments at any branch of Zenith Bank. Call 0302-680-884 or go to zenithbank.com.gh for more information. From January to June this year, Enterprise Insurance is giving you more reasons to smile, buy or renew your existing motor insurance, and enjoy amazing rewards, free fuel coupons for your car, and airtime for your phone. With over 100 years of trusted experience, we're here to secure you peace of mind. Visit any branch, connect with your insurance agent or broker, or use the Enterprise Insurance app for more convenience. Terms and conditions apply. Enterprise, your advantage. It's the season of love. That means sending more than heart emojis and pickup lines. It's the season of love. It's Cash Me all the way. This Valentine, Momo has you covered with Cash Me. Cash Me is an all-new exciting feature on the Momo app that allows you to request Momo from other Momo subscribers to cater for your wanted needs. Simply sign into my Momo app, click on deposit, then click on request cash, and then request Cash Me. The person you're requesting the Momo from will receive a link. They click on the link and approve your wallet or your request, and the money hits your wallet. So whether you're sending Momo to a bay, asking for a little love for your boo, or lending a hand to someone in need, Cash Me ensures you send and receive money instantly and securely. And remember, Momo makes the love sweeter. I like this. Momo makes the love sweeter. Now, Code Train Africa is Ghana's leading software engineering and design training program, empowering hardworking individuals to take their place in the global tech space. For the past 7 years, Code Train has trained over 700 software engineers with an 89% job placement rate. Wow! Within just a 6-month window after graduation with local and international companies. Now, at Code Train, we don't just teach coding, we prepare you for the real world. Our practical bootcamp model gets you working on real-life projects that solve problems for both local and international companies, simulating an actual work environment. We offer 2-year professional training programs in software engineering and UX design, in-person training at our East Legon campus, and interactive virtual options for students outside Accra. Now, admissions are open, so log on to codetrainafrica.com. That's code, C-O-D-E, train as in the normal train, africa.com, or call 0545-792-397. Join Code Train Africa, your pathway to a high-paying tech career.
And if you're looking for litigation-free land, please contact Royal Kingdom Estates, specialize in land acquisition and so much more. With properties in prime areas like Accra and Abri, land starts at 90,000 cedis. Flexible payment plans are available. Affordable homes range from 2 bedrooms and premium furnished apartments for short rentals in East Airport. Visit us at Cantonment opposite Soul Clinic International School. Call this number 055-755-909 or 0272-778880. Send us an email, info at Royal Kingdom Estate. Royal Kingdom Estate, building communities, nurturing dreams. Lead the change with the university built for tomorrow's leaders. Heritage Christian University is set up to provide a missing link in tertiary education through creativity and innovation. There is a huge emphasis on entrepreneurship, technology, and practical learning with professional certification. There are graduate and undergraduate programs. The number to call is 0547-777-731 or 0202298399. hcuc.edu.gh is where to visit. Heritage Christian University, educating compassionate entrepreneurial leaders.
Good morning, Bernard. Please, a special birthday wish for my dear wife, Thelma Afiano of Fidelity Bank Limited Customer Experience Department. It's been 13 years plus of marriage with countless memories through the crests and the troughs. You're not getting older, but just leveling up in life. 4th floor, level 3, and you're still shining bright. You've been an incredible support as a wife and a great mother to our children. Zayayi Fiamule and Amewushika. I'm not sure I'm reading this in well. My dear, as you celebrate another day, I wish you God's blessing from your handsome husband Enam and our beautiful children Seto, Setriako and Sesi Afianu. So the name is Zavai Fiamble Amewushika. I don't know, Charlie, bro. Are you sending the name or you are sending appellations? Charlie, it's early. You haven't even done cocoa. Don't come and stress me this morning with these cantons. What is this? Zayayi. As if you had some new level of tongues. Zayayi and things. How be that? Mrs. Gifty Aku Iyatia Edu of the Academic Affairs Directorate Valley View is we're wishing you long life, good health and God's continuous blessings from your colleagues and team members. Please wish my dear wife Jifa Sophia Afi Molaja of ECG a happy birthday. I couldn't ask for a more supportive and resourceful partner. May God grant us many years together. Sending you love from me, Kadora Wepia Fakonam and all your in-laws. Fakonam. You know, we read in English, so when you write an ever name in English, our brain, we haven't, you know, we have to tune their brain too. Because I'm reading English, so when you write the Fakonam, you have to change the text. You know what I'm saying?
Before you say Fakonam, Fakonam.
Yeah.
Fakonam. Lovely name.
Special shouts today. So yesterday I went to ECG to visit the External Affairs Department, and I met some very interesting professionals yesterday. So apparently they were having an election for their senior staff. I met people.
Interesting.
Charlie, it was serious. Ballot box and things at ECG. It was so interesting. So I want to send shouts to the ECG staff at the meter lab. They have a meter lab at so apparently they have this place they call it's near where the bus is, the VIP place.
Okay. Over yeah.
So it's like a big place.
Yes.
At Circle.
Yes.
So the people there are.
It's around the Winners Chapel place, right?
No. This is not around the Winners Chapel. So this is the VIP head office.
Next to it. Okay, I got that.
So I met some very interesting teams. So I went to a place where they actually test all the meters.
Wow.
And they showed me meters since 1957.
Come on.
So apparently they test the meters that they do.
Yeah.
And they also now have people locally making or assembling the meters. And the meters come with a warranty. So I got a very good tour of the metering site. Then I also went to another room where the team, so there are regional teams. So for every region, there are people who, when you make your payment on your app or when you buy credit for the postpaid, there's a dashboard that sort of regulates it, linking. So very, very interesting people I met yesterday. So I just want to say shouts to the ECG team. They have a name for the place, I don't remember, but it's a place near Circle. They have a special name for it, I don't know. So good morning to all ECG staff. And you know, they have so many people there who listen to the Citi Breakfast Show.
Plenty.
So many. So I don't want to mention any names. I just want to say good morning to all ECG staff at the SU Towers and also at the Circle area. I want to remember the name. Oh my God, what's the name?
ECG Project Office.
Thank you, ECG Project Office. ECG Project Office. So yeah, good morning to staff at ECG Project Office. And but who won the election? So I met a guy called Bernard who's running for. So apparently ECG has this internal elections for Senior Staff Association.
Okay.
So I met. Apparently there are 3 people running for the position, and there's a gentleman called Bernard who went to school with Nathan, who says he listens to our show, and that of course I can't campaign for him, but I don't know if you want. So please, ECG staff who won the election yesterday, let me know.
Which position was he garnering for?
He was gunning for, I think, president of the association or something.
Mr. President.
And there was also youth rep, and then organized some interesting thing. And they were
but
voting.
They don't have parliament there. They don't. You know.
No. I think it's the Senior Staff Association, ECG Senior Staff Association. I don't know whether this was a national election or whether it's a local election, but people were campaigning.
That's a good one.
So good morning to all the staff at ECG. Special shouts to the team in the meter, the meter lab
project office.
Yes, I'm trying to remember the names of the guys, but I took their numbers. I don't remember. But so apparently there's a whole lab for meters.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a whole meter lab.
So this year the thing will get better.
Yeah, ECG guys. Let's hope the light stays on.
Because that's the most important thing.
Yeah. And by the way, who's going to be the MD of ECG? We don't know yet. We don't know what's happening.
Lobbying is going on.
No busy. Oh my God. All right, let's talk about the Bisami app quickly. Today I want to talk about water.
Yeah.
And I want to do it. I'm going to do Volta Northern Central region.
Sure.
Because I'm told there's a lot of challenges with water supply in those areas. So if you live in Tamale, send me a text message this morning. If you live in Ho, send me a text message this morning. If you live in Kasua, send me a text message. Or if there's any other part of the country that doesn't have water, we want to set questions for the new MD of Ghana Water quickly.
Sure.
The new Minister for Water has been approved. So we want to give him his course outline before the semester gets difficult. Now, before we do that, just ask me how I can help you with the Bisami app. So whether you're a shop owner, seamstress, trader, mechanic or artisan, or hotel or hospitality owner, the Bisami app is here to help you connect to customers. Register your business, reach more customers, and watch your sales soar. With Bisami app, your security is assured. Our trade assurance ensures your online purchases are secured. Locate the item you want to buy from any social media platform. Inform Bisami. The seller is called to bring the item to your office for inspection. With our in-app video calls, Bisami app gives you more safety. Download the Bisami app on the Google Play Store or the App Store today and unlock endless possibilities. All right, let's have the last one.
So why wait to own your dream phone when you can have it now without breaking the bank? With MTN Pick and Pay Later, you can now own your perfect smartphone and pay in easy installments over 4 to 6 months. The best part is all phones come with up to 3 gigabyte free data, so you can share your pictures and get all the biggest scoops online for the next 6 months after purchase. Simply dial *170#, choose device Pick and Pay Later under the loan menu to start the process with just a small initial deposit. You then stop by any MTN service center to grab your dream phone and enjoy the ultimate smartphone experience.
So some regional ministers have hit the ground running. Greater Accra regional minister says she would ensure 70% of street lights are working in 50 days. That's a very tough one. And she's also says she's going to prioritize sanitation with every Friday or one Friday in a month cleaning something. East Regional Minister nominee designate or substantive met Regional Coordinating Council and says she's going to work with everybody. The Volta Regional Minister has started working, and his first meeting was meeting chiefs and also the Ghana Water Company CEO who visited to talk about the water problems in Ho. They've not had water for months. The Kwebe water treatment plant is going through challenges. The Northern Regional Minister is also talking about water. They're going to prioritize water. So this morning, what is your key priority for your regional minister? How consequential are regional ministers in our development plan? So for example, we have a Ghana Water Company that reports directly to the Minister for Water Resources, Works and Housing. The regional minister is the president's rep on the ground. Is the role as consequential as we think? Now, there's a school of thought that the Ghana Water people or whichever agency of government is reporting directly to the sector minister. Yeah. So the regional minister's oversight is not really over the sectors, it's more over the DCEs. Right. As we speak, DCEs have not yet been chosen. So what's the big story with regional ministers?
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Okay, I'm getting multiple reports that a truck, rather large truck, has overturned at the Flower Pot interchange, and well, they haven't said it's causing traffic yet, so we hope it doesn't cause traffic. But somehow people are sending me that video. It's a photo of a truck that has overturned at Flower Pot. So actually, you saw the truck, right? And I hope it didn't fall from the top. It just fell on his side, because it's now that they are even building the I don't have the language for this. So you see the thing they put near the road,
crash barriers or whatever.
Yes, the elevated crash barriers, so that when a truck even hit the main crash barrier, it won't overturn.
It wasn't falling from the top situation.
What was
it? More
it?
like maybe it was going too fast in the roundabout or something, because on this side,
Okay.
but it is causing traffic. It's not.
A friend has sent me a message to say that it's actually causing traffic and that she is in traffic as we speak. So
What usually what happens is that the traffic is moving, so it's moving up the Spintex road, it's moving down the flower pot. So you see, when you see there's that kind of new road they've done behind that goes into the second roundabout, so it's causing people who are coming from other parts of Spintex who are trying to enter that roundabout traffic as well. So it's kind of, so I'll imagine when I was there, I'd reached the second roundabout, so I can imagine I even push towards the Mahama road, the roundabout down there.
Yeah. You know, something funny occurred to me. You know, we complain that there are no traffic lights working. But when traffic lights work, sometimes it's very annoying. So I'll give you 2 examples. This morning on my way to work, I was on the Ring Road Central. Now, there's a traffic light in front of the former president's house, Akufo-Addo's house. Charlie, that traffic light, you know, for many years it never worked. And we're kind of cool with it. Now they fix the traffic light. Caleb, you can spend almost 2 minutes just waiting for the thing to turn. And then the way the thing is, when the thing is red, first it will stop for the people to cross the Akufo-Addo side. Then it will stop for them. So even people crossing, you have to wait. Yeah. It's not a complicated traffic light, but the wait time is so long. Then there's another one at Paloma. That one to Paloma. Oh my God! So just after the Akufo-Addo junction, there's a Paloma one. That one too, you can wait for like 2 minutes.
that's when you're going towards former.
But usually, by the time I get, the police have come, so they start.
The police need to intervene because the traffic light itself.
They come. They were there when I was coming, because I passed there as well. The police were there. So.
Some traffic lights, and there was a day I used. There's a traffic light from your area. You know, JP Petroleum.
Yes.
Coming towards, it's like a Spintex bypass.
Yes.
Oh my God. I know the traffic. You know, it's just long.
I actually like that traffic light, to be honest.
I don't like it.
No, because the way that road is very confusing. Without that traffic light, and even right now, people don't fully understand the traffic light, because you know sometimes people are coming down like.
So explain the traffic light. There are 3 routes.
Yes.
There's one that's in front of JP.
Yes.
One in the middle, and then one on the left.
One in the left.
Coming towards the flower pot.
So 2 are going. The first 2 are going towards flower pot, and the last one is coming from flower pot.
But how are we supposed to know that?
But that's relax, and then you can also go straight from the police station across the 3 routes.
Oh Lord!
So there's another traffic light for that.
It's so confusing.
So that's why you need.
So if I'm in the middle, so let's assume I'm in the middle,
it means
and
you have
I'm
to
going
go towards flower pot.
But
there's also a left turn. There's a traffic light for people turning left.
Oh God!
But you see, the problem is that sometimes people on the far right, because you're going to buy fuel and you want to turn left, there's no left turning for that, so it can get confusing for some people. So it's like, even though it's green, you want. So that's actually why the traffic light. But it's like people are still getting used to it. So sometimes you see people turning left when it's a people are supposed to go straight. And
you know, it just reminds me that sometimes you get used to not having something so much that when you actually have it, you don't even see the value.
The place was very chaotic without it. Now, because the road has become more busy, it's good the traffic light is there, because I think it's just made everything easier.
No, I'm not complaining about the Akufo-Addo traffic light too. I'm just saying that when you live your life and you're in the main road and there's no traffic light, you tend to benefit. So when they put the traffic light there,
exactly.
Now you're waiting.
I'm coming from a side road, so I'm happy there's a traffic light.
No, another annoying traffic light is the Fiesta Royal one, especially when you have to take the 10 towards the Legon bypass there. But look, you can be in that traffic for so long, and you would move. You know, those who are coming from behind you towards the mall, they keep coming, and you're just there like 10 minutes.
You know why?
Minutes.
So I think the original design was based on the traffic data that showed that more people were going towards Tema and Shiashi than they were to the Legon bypass. But I think you're right that now a lot more people use that traffic light because they're going towards Medina, Legon, and they want to avoid the main Legon road.
The Legon bypass has changed moving in that area, so it's becoming.
And you know, a lot of people who go to Gimpa for classes as well. So what I'm just going to say is that I hope that there's a system that recalibrates the traffic lights based on continuous traffic data. By what I mean is that if you program a traffic light maybe January 2024, there should be a system in which the data of vehicle movements within the year should help you regularly recalibrate it to reflect the new traffic reality. Number 2, the traffic light doesn't function or shouldn't function the same way throughout the day because there's rush hour. So I think, for example, in the mornings, and if you have intelligent meters, then you should have intelligent traffic lights. Okay, sometimes you're an engineer. If you can have an intelligent, so let me make my case as a non-engineer. If you can have an intelligent meter, which can sort of react to certain changes, I think there should be a certain system where the traffic light should know that within 6 and 8 is rush hour, so I can let this particular vehicles move more. Or even the programming.
That's how it's done.
Oh, I swear it doesn't.
No. That's how.
In Ghana,
I don't know about Ghana. What I'm saying is that the traffic light structure is supposed to have sensors.
Correct.
That are able to pick the heat. It's like a heat map where the traffic is, the time spent, and it can adjust itself to things like that. But it all depends on the input, the programming that goes into it. I don't know how they do it here, but generally speaking, it can be done to, if you like, it's not like
static.
2 minutes, that kind of thing, but it's also open, it's malleable. So
let me explain my problem. So you're on the Ring Road Central from Lutheran Academy, you get to Akufo-Addo's house junction. Between 6 and 8 in the morning, more people are on the main road, very few people are crossing. Okay, maybe around afternoon, more people. You can stay in front of Nima police station for 2 minutes, and then everybody just looking at each other. Nothing is going on. Honestly, somebody hasn't programmed that thing well, and there are many traffic lights like that.
Yes, it's a programming thing, and they can do it if they want to do it. But I'm sure that there are other problems that come with it. Not priorities, but things that stop them from achieving that.
It's laziness.
Oh, how do you say that? Because I mean, why do you invest so much money in a traffic light, and then every morning deploy police people to come and defy?
Yes, because the traffic light is not thinking. Because the traffic light is not programmed to reflect the reality of the day.
Who put it there?
The human being just put it there without thinking.
This was one of my first.
Continue. No, you continue.
I'm just saying that.
Yes,
the traffic light systems are intelligent systems.
They are not.
They are.
The ones here are not.
No, I said the systems.
They are supposed to be.
They are.
But in
so
function,
if you program it to function in a particular way, it will respond. Okay. It also largely depends on EC power, stable electrical power. It has to be very stable.
And the battery operated.
No.
Yeah, there's power. And that's why when the light goes off, lights go off.
Yes, you understand.
Okay.
And we don't get the stable electrical power. It destroys the traffic lights in Ghana more than anything else. At times, it actually disables the programming.
Okay.
And you always have to reset it.
Okay.
But I'm just saying that if somebody is minded that we need to program the traffic lights to operate in a particular way, we should be able to.
Let me give you another example. In the mornings, if you are driving from Achimota all the way to Circle on the main Kwame Nkrumah Avenue, is that the name of the road? The Kwame Nkrumah Highway.
Yeah.
You know that in the mornings, the traffic is towards Circle. All right. So those who are joining from, say, Tesano or Abeka are not that many. But in the evenings, then the traffic increases. If the police, there's Abeka traffic light, Peace FM traffic light. If I'm using that road towards Circle, if the police are there, it flows.
Yeah.
If the police are not there, bro, you can basically stand there, and then they sort of open because the traffic light has been programmed to give maybe 30 seconds or 1 minute to those who are joining, and then maybe 1.5 minutes for those who are going. But from the volume of cars coming from Achimota, you need to let the people coming from Achimota just keep going. So if the police come, they say traffic light, keep quiet. Then they do their work. They don't.
That's how it operates. It's supposed to operate.
Yeah.
And I'm saying that it's just a programming thing. Okay. I don't know whether there's a central system for our traffic lights.
There should be now.
Whether the central, if it's Accra, as a whole Accra, I don't know whether that's how it operates.
Let me ask you a question. The people who do traffic lights, when they go to tech, what do they learn? Are they civil engineers? Are they electrical engineers? What qualification?
Oh, it's an electrical engineering thing.
Electrical engineering.
Yeah.
The traffic light itself. But what about the system? I'm talking like the system, including the traffic management.
The system is a mathematical system, so it could come from structure. What's it called? civil engineering, maybe people in the building technology systems, mathematics people,
I think
especially those in operations research. And
I'm not happy with them. I'm not happy with them at all. Because this thing you are saying is so easy to do.
Have people who can do it, but it takes money and it takes regulation.
When you say, I agree with sometimes let me be difficult.
I'm on your side.
Let me be difficult this morning. I think sometimes what people do is that we procure solutions and then we plant it there without sort of reviewing how it's working to enhance the outcome we want. Let me explain myself. So they say, we need traffic light, so let's buy 200 traffic lights. So the minister can say, we've bought 2,000 traffic lights and we're going to make Accra work. Now they forget that the traffic light in of itself does not solve the mobility problem if it's not intelligently managed. Now that intelligent management requires constant review. So for example, you can ask for the notes and say, okay, what is your traffic data saying about Mondays? What day of the week gives you the most traffic? What time of the day gives you the most traffic? Do you understand? Even you have systems in your home that tell you even your consumption of food every day. You should be able to say which road in Accra is the most traffic prone road. What time of the day has the most traffic? What day of the week has the most traffic? All right, but I don't even think they use that for anything.
They do all these things
and we
just don't use it. Because I'm told that there's an aspect called transport economics.
Okay.
Who are if like there is their forte. I don't know whether we have them or we are even using them. Right. But the whole convenience of put a traffic light down and add a policeman who will come and tell you when the traffic light is red, he'll tell you to come and pass. Now there's a reason why he tells you to pass, and that reason is to solve the problem that you are talking about. But we are saying that
there's a better way.
There's a way that you can program your traffic light to seamlessly coordinate movement.
Because I'll tell you something.
So we can deploy our police people
to do other things. Sometimes you are so right, and I need you to emphasize that people should stop throwing procurement solutions at us without monitoring. You see, if this is what I always say, it's a human-centered thing. So you are not just putting a traffic light there to say this is your traffic light, I've solved your problem. The problem is a mobility problem. So a police can solve it, a traffic light can solve it, but if you have an intelligent system that you monitor regularly, do you understand what I'm saying? But in Ghana, the solutioning is always around procuring something. So let's buy the thing, let's put our markup on it, and let's tell the people that we solve their problem. You get it? So buying an item is not a solution if it's not applied and monitored. That's what I'm saying. And number two, even me sitting here, I can put somebody at a traffic light and say, take data in the morning, just count cars and tick your book. You get it? So if I call whoever is in charge of Accra traffic and ask him, which day of the week is the most traffic prone day, can he tell me? Which time of the day is your most traffic prone time? Can you tell me? Which traffic light is the most? He may not be able to. Even if he uses that data, he's going to go and collect data, donor money. He will use it to solve my problem. You get it? And I'm saying that our leaders should know that it's not about procuring things for us. Solve the problem. Okay? Because Accra is already tough to live in. If you are given a job as an engineer running parts of the city, apply all the things they taught you at tech and the things they preach at church too. Don't just come and buy the thing and put it there and then tell us that you solve our problem. We're not going to take that. Anyway, it's 5 minutes past 8.
Would they allow the transportation engineers to do their work?
Thank you.
I just want to say one thing about what Samin says about the electricity. I don't know why we can't have solar panels as a backup on our traffic lights. We have so much sunlight. I don't see why, and we are talking about climate change, sustainability, the environment. I think that our traffic light should always be on. We have so much sunlight. If we have solar batteries as a backup, we should be very fine.
The solar industry, when they do solar exhibitions, the panels are from China or the EU. We can't even make solar. We found the machine. It took us 30 years to make.
Even if we can't make the solar, let's use the solar.
What we should do is to tell our universities that produce graduates who can manufacture solar panels at a lower cost. That's the purpose of your education. We need to educate people to solve our problems, not to pass them to go and get a job in the World Bank. You get it? That's the issue. We are educating people for another economy. We have sunlight, you can't have solar panels. That's the issue. So everybody's training to go and work abroad or to go and work in some bank. Meanwhile, all these sharks who are doing NSMQ, you can't even manufacture solar panel. The Chinese are manufacturing hundreds of thousands of them and they are selling it to you. Sometimes they are giving it to you as gift. So you see, when I say that we don't understand why we go to school, you think I'm being harsh. We think we go to school to learn to pass exams. You are supposed to go to school to solve your problem as a society. So your engineers must be given new responsibilities. That's the purpose of this. Let me move, otherwise I'll start talking some other matter.
It's very important, Bernard. It's very important.
You can't have solar. You can't manufacture. I went to an EU-sponsored green energy. Companies were from Denmark, China, Germany. And I said, Ghana, are we serious? You have more sunlight than any part of the world. You can't even manufacture solar panel. Meanwhile, you get first class in engineering. What's the purpose of that first class? If you can't make anything, if you can't make things, your engineering is questionable. That's the point. You should make things, not just understand how things work. Make them too. That's what civilization is. If you can't make anything, people will sell things for you, cheap things, and they'll control you. And you have a low quality life. That's the issue. So let's raise the game. Okay, let's raise the game. If you're a VC of a university, tell your engineering students that we are not bringing here to just pass exams. You are here to create the solution. The point is not to predict the future. The point is to make it. What have we made? What have we made? Nothing. All we do is argue over law, parliament, standing orders. Unnecessary things in Hold on. Let's do what we have to do. Otherwise, I'll get carried away. Let's do tech and social media trends.
It's brought to us by First Bank Ghana and Telecel. So First Bank Ghana says, brother, easy. So if you're sending money to Gambia, Guinea, Liberia, Nigeria, Sierra Leone, it's very easy. We have the Pan-African Payment and Settlement Systems, PAPS. With that, you can send money for business and personal purposes. Please pass by any of our branches nationwide with your cash, and your money is transferred in no time. If you're on the receiving end of money, congratulations, but you need a First Bank Ghana account in order to do so. Call 0596-921-921 to find out more about how we are putting you first through PAPS. And then switch to Telecel fixed broadband today and experience incredible bonuses, non-expiry bundles, data transfers across devices, and lots more. To subscribe to the Telecel fixed broadband for these amazing offers, dial star 900 hash or use the Telecel Play app or visit Telecel retail outlet telecel.com.gh. Get connected today. Terms and conditions apply. Telecel, connecting energies.
Yes, so tech and social media trends. So the first and number one trend, he's trending 2 days in a row, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah.
So in addition to Cristiano Ronaldo, obviously Messi, GOAT, and happy 40th. So Cristiano Ronaldo turned 40 today.
Wow.
Yes, so his fans are celebrating him.
Wow.
And naturally, like I always said, if Ronaldo and his fans say A, Messi fans will say B. So some other things are also trending in relation. So World Cup is also trending. So they are trying to mock Ronaldo for his poor World Cup record. But I think this should be a day to celebrate. At least let him have a day.
Zero.
So this one is going back to Parliament. Rawlings and Abu Jinapo are trending.
Why?
So allegedly Abu Jinapo. So someone said, if I remember correctly, they said, "Sit down. Your father is a murderer."
It's a daughter of
directed as Annette Rawlings, and they are saying that it was Abu Jinapo who said it. This is the allegation that's being made on social media. So,
during the argument over the vetting.
Yes, that was heard clearly about the murderer, but the voices, a lot of people are shouting, but they are saying it's Abu Jinapo who said it. So,
and what is he saying?
He's not saying anything yet, as far as I can see. But that's why they're in the trend. So, Richard Ofori of Ghana is trending.
He has a meme where he called the boy and said, "I know with me."
No, but you see, he had a horrible game against Kaizer Chiefs last night.
Oh Lord!
He basically gave away 2 goals. He dropped 1 goal, and his teammates scored an own goal. Another one, he tried to catch it and
somehow dropping the ball.
Somehow got into his own net. But luckily for him, his team didn't lose. It was a 2-2 draw. They are 7th on the table. In fact, he had been playing okay since.
What team is he in?
Amazulu. So this was his 11th game of the season, and before that, he had only conceded 7 goals in 10 games. So
yesterday was an off day.
He was doing okay. Yeah, he was doing okay.
Let's cut him some slack.
Exactly. We shouldn't be too hard on him.
Okay.
And the last one is USAID.
Oh God.
So I guess right now their website is back online after being offline. But it's there with the statement that you guys read earlier about the people, being asked to proceed on leave, being recalled, and all that kind of stuff.
You know, this government has a lot of issues to deal with. We already have an IMF program. We don't have a lot of money. USAID's development aid is critical in many industries, many sectors. So we are going to, by April, you start seeing the issues. Because if USAID actually stops working, healthcare, education, plenty programs will stop.
Yeah, I think
plenty programs.
This government's like the
seriously,
like the problems keep coming. When it rains, it pours. Really,
because this USAID thing, they are not making a lot of noise. But I tell you, people in health are pulling their hair out because it's education. Even in the trade and agri sector, USAID has been crucial.
Exactly.
So yeah, we'll see how that goes.
So we have to go to just a little bit of tech news. So it looks like everything is AI this week. So India's finance ministry has asked employees not to use AI when they are doing their work.
Why?
Because they feel like they can't trust the confidentiality of the AI. And remember, AI trains itself on what you put in. So they are thinking that if they put these things in the AI, it will kind of copy it. And remember, India and China have a very tense relationship as well. You know, they have a very fractious border issue. They still fight, but they don't use guns. They use sticks and clubs and that kind of stuff, just so that, you know, the casualties are lowered. But there are still clashes on their border. They fought wars before. So it's not a very cordial relationship. So they've asked their employees to not use DeepSeek and other AI tools. And I think Italy and Australia have also instructed government employees not to be using AI to do their work. So you're not allowed to put documents.
Is it because of the new Chinese AI?
Well, generally they don't want that thing on the AI because the AI is learning from it and it might spit it out to someone.
Do you know who needs AI? Ghana traffic management system. They need a lot of AI to help them manage their traffic. I'll come back to you.
You're looking for a bank to rely on. Let me give you a shoulder to lie on. Wouldn't we say to bank be brave? No lie, only one place where I get my eye on. Make I introduce you all to First Bank, the best services in the world, first rank. Customer service, everything is well planned. I make music, I travel, I sell land. They be my reserve tank. Cause every time I know my money's safe. Universal banking ain't in me here on the date. I'm a busy person, me no many time to wait. Now I got to Spain, even when I'm in the States. My me blue shirt. They tell me office a chilly, but who cares? Cause I bank with the best. I'm lucky, I'm too blessed. When it comes to First Bank, it's too west. Everything is you first. Woo!
Nobody feed do I'm like us. Do I'm like us. First Bank we treat you first. Treat you first. Somebody see yeah. Think about you first. Think about you first.
You first. First Bank. There are many reasons to connect, and it's all to put smiles on the faces of those you love.
Daddy, thanks for the tea cash, okay? I love you.
That's my daughter Angela. Caring for my parents.
And Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 for the hashtag CitiCBS.
In the soil. Find your way into profitable careers and businesses in Agric and ATVET now. Take a step today and change your life, your family, and community. Dial *718*50# to join now. Ghana Grows Hope Day. Ghana Grows is an initiative of the MasterCard Foundation in partnership with Springboard Roadshow Foundation, Limehouse, and other partners.
When the pain is too much, don't know what else to do. So hunam ya wuya, no wunya wunya. Rapping all, we'll take the pain away. Rapping all, bema wuya unajai.
Rapinol is what you need. Rapinol will relieve you of all aches and pain in your body. Rheumatic pain, menstrual pain, body pain, toothaches, and other feverish conditions. Rapinol is a quality product from Danex Itin Starwin PLC. If symptoms persist after 48 hours, consult a physician. Not suitable for children below 16 years old, asthmatic, and also patients. This advert is FDA approved.
Solar Tech, the power to protect. Yes, Solartech, your tried and trusted brand, is your total solution to all power problems, whether low voltage, high voltage, power surges, spikes, brownouts, or what have you. Solartech fully protects your valuable equipment, no matter your appliance. We have the perfect Solartech for you. Choose from my tried and trusted range, such as Fridge Guard, TV Guard, High Volt Guard, Multi Guard, AVS 13, AVS 30, AC Guard, Solartech TV Stab, Solartech Fridge Stab, UPS, and Solartech Voltage Stabilizer. Beware of counterfeit Solartech products. Get your genuine Solartech products today at our Abelinkpe office and all our authorized dealers across the country. Contact us at number 10 Yiwa Street, Abelinkpe, or call 0302-761450 or 0302-775106. Solartech, the power to protect.
Yafini gave us the vibe. Now, Inshona Chile makes you thrive.
Yes, so it's time to enjoy, Charlie. Buy or renew your motor insurance and boom! Free fuel coupons and airtime for your sweat. Who no like enjoyment? Skidibidi-bum-ba-dum-bum.
From January to June 2025, Enterprise Insurance gives you more reasons to smile on the road. Insure today and enjoy free fuel coupons for your car and airtime for your phone.
Free fuel? Airtime too? Hey! Enterprise Insurance, always your advantage.
Insure not Chile. It's simple. Insure and enjoy. Ready to secure your peace of mind and experience the fastest claims payment? Visit any of our branches or agency outlets nationwide. Connect with your insurance broker or enjoy the convenience of buying your insurance online through the Enterprise Advantage app today. Terms and conditions apply.
Enterprise, your advantage.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
It's magical.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
18 minutes past 8. I'm talking about the lack of an intelligent traffic management system, and I've received so many comments. And in particular, a reminder of a project that actually was initiated as far back as 2012. So the Accra Intelligent Traffic Management System project was started in 2012 by John Mahama's administration to improve the performance of traffic light system in Accra and reduce traffic congestion in the capital city through a coordinated approach. So that's 13 years ago. Now, hold your breath. The project cost $236.10 million. Now there's a breakdown of the project timeline.
Yeah,
I don't know if you have it.
So September 2012, that was when the government of Ghana signed the AITMS project contract with Beijing Everyway. December 31st, 2018, parliamentary approval is granted for Beijing Everyway to execute the project.
6 years after the agreement was signed.
Yes, please. Now, on April 3, 2019, signing of project financing agreement between Ministry of Finance and the China Development Bank took place.
Imagine, you signed agreement in 2012, Parliament affirms in 2018. The money now is signed in 2019.
April 2019, and in August 2019, President commissions Traffic Control Center project.
Oh, they've commissioned itself.
Yes, it's been commissioned.
2020.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the purpose of the project, originally signed in 2012 by the previous government, is to improve the performance of traffic light systems in Accra and reduce traffic congestion in the capital city through a coordinated traffic signal system and a centralized control center for all traffic signals. Now, the total cost of the project was to be financed through the China Development Bank CDB financing agreement between government of Ghana and the China Development Bank. Under the arrangement, the total component cost is $236.10 million US, as you said. There are components. Road component, $136.1 million US, while the Accra Intelligent Traffic Management System is $100 million US. CDB is to provide up to 85% of the funding, and the government of Ghana expected to provide the 15% counterpart.
So all this is 2020 stuff.
Yes. Now, in a confusingly dramatic fashion, the ongoing project has been re-awarded to another Chinese contractor.
Oh Lord.
Smacking of bad faith and poor diligence on the part of the government.
This is an Imani article.
Yeah.
This is still 2020-21.
Yeah.
Good.
The original project contractor, Beijing Everyway Traffic and Lighting Company Limited,
Procure,
had its ongoing works commissioned by the current president himself in August last year.
This is still 2021.
Yeah, in what was noted as the Traffic Control Center in West Africa. Never mind that the same project received a special commencement ceremony on February 21 this year.
Okay.
Conducted by the Minister of Roads and Highways, Honorable Kwesi Amoakwata. And along with a good press coverage.
Wonderful.
Now, the new contractor, Huawei Technologies Company Limited, and China Technical Import and Export Corporation have on 6th November secured in Parliament under the Certificate of Emergency $100 million project approval and waiver on such import duties. Import VAT, Get Fund Levy, NHIL,
so that the equipment will come.
Yes, free.
Still in 2021.
Yes.
Go on.
At a cost of 25,813,850.
So that was the tax waivers.
Yeah, on materials, equipment, and services to be procured for the project.
Ayo.
Even more puzzling, the presidency has directed the Ministry of National Security to replace Ministry of Roads and Highways as the owner or implementing agency of the traffic project.
Wow, sure.
Interestingly, these new directives sharply conflict with that of the Vice President, who, after chairing several technical committees of this project in April this year, ordered for the continuation of original terms of the project with Beijing Everyway as contractor.
Still 2021.
And the Ministry of Roads and Highways as implementing agency. At best, these events tell strongly of an apparent lack of coordination and harmonization at the seat of the central government. At worst, they could only have been precipitated by a political turf war at the Jubilee House, stimulated by the opportunity of procurement. These hypotheses are not plausible. How else, if they are not possible, how else can they be explained? The conflicting divergence at the presidency on the pathway of a national project in a manner that offends the Public Procurement Act and the Public Financial Management Act. It is of no wonder now that the state is receiving from Beijing Everyway the threat of lawsuit for breach of contract in what could potentially cost Ghanaians a judgment debt of $100 million US dollars.
So that's Imani's angle on this. But let me just give you a generic background. There's an article here written by a journalist called Joseph Albert Kuire.
Right.
So I'm just going to read it briefly. It gives us a generic sort of judgmental angle. So the question he asked was, what happened to Ghana's Intelligent Traffic Light System project?
Yeah.
So I'll just read the story briefly. Accra has had its problems when it comes to many major traffic gridlock as the city grows in population. In the light of this, a project was adopted all the way back in 2012 to use technology to try and solve Accra's traffic situation. Fast forward to 2022, and it doesn't look like the problem of gridlock is going away anytime soon. Moreover, the project, which was supposed to help solve the problem, has been brought in controversy, including delayed government payments, switching of project contractors, and lawsuits, what you just read.
Yeah.
So what is exactly going on with the Accra Intelligent Traffic Management Project? Now, the AITMS kicked off in 2012 with removing the city's traffic congestion and regular gridlock during peak traffic hours, while also lowering air pollution. As part of the project, street lights with solar power backups were to be deployed along 200 kilometers of roads to provide nighttime safety and urban renewal, while 182 intelligent traffic signals, so means 182 intelligent traffic signals will be installed and coordinated under this project. This would include an intelligent traffic violation monitoring system, which would use advanced image recognition, motion detection, and vehicle license plate recognition technologies to lower speeding, red light, and parking violations. Look at the beautiful English we put in the proposal.
English.
An intelligent traffic violation monitoring system using advanced image recognition, motion detection, and vehicle license plate recognition. But late payments, controversial decisions, and a looming lawsuit have thrown the project into disarray, which is just where you got to now. Now, where are we now? Currently, only two of the... So this is the status in 2022.
Yeah.
Currently, only two of the area-wide traffic intelligence systems have been implemented on the Kanda Highway, Castle Road, and Starlet 91 Nationalism Park traffic light in Accra. It looks like the project might go on with Huawei being signed on to the project, but the government might be looking at paying a hefty amount for switching vendors at the last minute. So this is what the president wrote us at 2022. I am told that this project, the 230 million we mentioned, also covers the La Beach and Nungwa interchange.
That the construction of the interchange itself or the traffic systems?
I don't know. The person just said the La Beach Road and Nungwa interchange is part of the 230. So, person, send me the details. So, ask your question again.
No, I'm asking. We are talking about traffic
signal
lights systems,
and it's 230 million.
Yeah, and he brings the La Beach interchange.
Yes.
In the first place, this thing started 2012.
Yes.
La Beach hasn't seen any interchange since 2012. It only construction only started not too long.
Yeah, but
ago.
the 230 money was 2019. So that they signed the original MOU 2012. Then they took the thing to Parliament under the new government in 2018. Then they managed to secure funding in 2019.
I get that.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that 2012 agreement did not consider building interchanges.
You're right.
So I'm only asking whether the money was for, it's still, whichever way doesn't make sense.
But it says not the construction itself. The 230 is not for the construction.
That makes my point.
And the question is, the 186 intelligent traffic, where are they?
You spend millions of money purported to solve a problem of traffic management.
Yes.
And we still are loaded heavily with the old systems. These old systems that they used, the electromechanical controllers, where they are not as intelligent to what we call conflict management at the traffic nodal points. Okay, so we're trying to move to the new one where they are sensitive and intelligent, and the sensors work, like that. We still don't have it. So maybe they should explain to us.
So let's put it this way. I think we need to make, or not even we need to make, I am making a direct call to the people managing the Accra traffic management system. Give us a status report of the 186 traffic lights that you were supposed to have installed under the project. The project is a loan, so obviously it's not a gift. Now, under what I've read, they are supposed to install 186 intelligent traffic lights.
Yeah.
So we want the locations of these intelligent, because the traffic lights, I see, they don't look very intelligent. They don't. I don't even think they think. Not to look of intelligent. So I want to know the traffic lights that have been installed under this project.
Yeah.
All right. The traffic light that have been installed on this project, because as you read, a tax exemption was given for importation of materials. 25 million cedis. And the funny thing, I didn't even plan on discussing this. I was just talking about traffic lights as Susu was talking about the vehicle thing.
Yeah.
It's tragic that we have, and we spend a lot of time talking about the loan has been signed. We spend airtime. The minister has said this. The minister has said that. We can't even have a simple intelligent traffic light management system in Accra in 2025. Okay, I'm tasking the new minister for transportation to ask for a status report of that project. He's called, what's the name of the new minister? Good, Joseph Ninkwe. Good guy. MP for where? Saboba.
Yeah, Saboba.
You I think you are just fresh in the office. Please, we will give people work. We gave the minister for gender some work.
Yes.
We gave the minister for tourism some work. We don't know if she's done it yet. We said she should go and check the people at the Kwame Nkrumah Mausoleum. We've given her the work to go and check, because the place is on way. So we want to give Joseph Ninkwe a job today. We are saying that.
Is Joseph Ninkwe the one who lived in the US?
No, that's the climate.
That's the climate guy.
His English was a bit different.
But Joseph Ninkwe has been MP for a long time.
Oh yeah.
Good. We are asking him to ask for a status report.
Okay, status report.
Is that what you call it?
Yeah.
So, Minister, Please ask for a status report of the Accra Intelligent Traffic Management System, and let them give it to you by Monday.
Yes, 186 intelligent traffic.
Yes, and in that your status, the status report should include
whether we receive the money indeed and where the money is. And if somebody has chopped the money, refer the person to OSP.
Quickly,
they will do politics with it. OSP will respond to you.
We said the guy should get a status report first. Maybe you'll be shocked. They will tell that they have installed the traffic light. Look, I will not be shocked there. They will mention that there are 186 traffic lights in Accra that are intelligent. They will point it. You will shock. That's what I'm saying, that in Ghana, anything is possible. So, Minister, please ask for a status report of the Accra Intelligent Traffic Management System.
Sharp.
And they should give you the locations of 186 traffic lights if they have been so installed and whether they are working.
Geolocation.
It's very, very important because 230 million, do you know, multiply that by 15. Your children will come and pay $230 million. And no, pass under a certificate of agency in 2019. We're in 2025. Even the traffic light from the former president was not intelligent. That traffic light, that one in front of the Nima Highway, is not intelligent in my view. It doesn't respond adequately to traffic needs. So what have they put into that project? They spoke about facial recognition. Look, as far back as 2008, when I was in the UK, in fact, in the early 2000s, you go to any European country, if you run more than 80 miles per hour, you will receive a love letter in your inbox because your car number is linked to your email address
and your house address,
and you can actually pay whilst you are driving with your phone. You can pay that fine. So this technology is not new. We've sat in Ghana for 20 years.
They said they've added the camera. Have you noticed that sometimes when you pass in front of some of the it gives some clicks, it gives some flash like it's taking a picture like strobe lights.
Honestly, I think that the way our political system is structured, a lot of these solutions, in my view, is maybe the procurement economy has sort of
eclipsed everything.
Because this shouldn't be
a long time.
I mean, when you went to do your 1 in UK many years ago, even those times you could, if you ran a red light, they'll catch you. Long time. This is what?
No.
2000.
It's not rocket science.
Yeah.
We are saying that what we call bodamenitia. Bodamenitia papa. You know, we are pretending we are mad people
so that we
can get away with it. Yeah, because we have the solutions. Look, I'm telling you that if there probably are engineers listening to us and just laughing because they know that we have the solution. The will to implement and deploy to solve our problems depends on the manager of policy. Mm-hmm. Now, this manager of policy is thinking about his future. So he will do an agama lizard and make sure that it ends up with procurement.
So that you get something on top.
It's always about that.
Always look, you go to our hospitals, it's the same thing. You go to
educational institutions, health centers, about procurement and chobo.
For them, the solution ends
when I get my chobo.
Yes, once the procurement is done, we are done.
It doesn't matter if the installment has not been done or it's not even functioning to purpose.
Nobody shows any interest beyond that closing the cycle of procurement. And this one, you don't need any more explanation. It's just what it is. Go to our sports sector.
You see, when you say procurement, you make it look nice. It's called chobo. You know chobo.
It's sad because this is what even polytechnics in Asia, traffic light management systems,
and you go to China and you are going to China for a loan. Charlie, but the whole thing is just sad that to get a system that can manage your traffic light, you go to Chinese people for a loan of 230 million. And I don't know if the money came or not, and now you don't even have the traffic lights to show.
Go to Academic City. Students are building Academic City University here. Students here are
ventilators and
they are doing traffic stuff. KNUST. I mean, ever from when I was there, the electrical and electronics engineering people were doing traffic lights, and they were actually fixing it on campus. You understand? So it's not like we can't do it all.
Yeah.
But we are just not interested in solving our problems.
So let's end this segment by repeating what we are saying. Minister for Transport.
Yes.
Please ask for a status report of the Accra Intelligent Traffic Management System, AITMS. Please tell them to give it to you by Monday.
Yes.
Because next week we'll come on air and mention your name again.
And they should give you geolocation of the 186 intelligent traffic light systems.
It's very, very important, Minister. Because this year we are not joking. We are.
And the money, the balance too.
Yes, and the loan, are we started paying it or not? So you also need to get the people to check whether we have. Did we take the loan? Are we paying for it? Because you cannot waste Parliament's time like this. That you've done a management system for Accra's traffic. You sign an agreement under certificate of agency, and your traffic lights cannot even respond to
emergency situations.
No, it doesn't make sense. Now let me go to water shortly. Okay, before that, let's read some comments. So read some comments for me. I'm going to water shortly. Yes. Forgive me for spending a lot of time on this.
Wow.
Let's talk about traffic.
So many comments. Good morning, Bernard. The traffic lights should be intelligent and should be adaptive to traffic flow. In the era of AI, we need to throw a challenge to our tech tertiary institutions and research centers to solve these problems. Take Medina Junction, for example.
Medina Zongo.
Okay.
Yeah, Medina Zongo Junction.
Ongoing junction.
Is Zongo Junction.
You know the auto correct sometimes.
Because
go on.
Right. These tractor drivers can cause artificial traffic because they stop at that junction in order to pick passengers. A little of integration of AI, drone systems, video surveillance can solve these problems and curb corruption. Thank you. Kofi from Kaswa. Good morning, Bernard. The Wager Junction traffic light is a clear example. It causes so much traffic in the evenings. Hardly will you see policemen assisting. Okay, Bernard, good morning.
Morning.
Highway engineering, a part of civil engineering, is the aspect of engineering that deals with traffic flow and design systems to manage them. He is an electrical engineer. His name is Bernard in Accra. Bernard. Traffic light management systems are designed by transportation engineers, which is a branch of civil engineering. She'd send that through. I know the physics department used to also make the traffic lights in KNUST. Hi, Bernard. Basically, they need to calibrate the traffic lights in Accra. Look at the Kwashiman traffic light. It is another hell. You can just be there for many minutes. Even those going to Winneba, Cape Coast Safari. It's the most annoying thing when you are coming from Awoshi, Olebu, etc. Then it's worse. I always complain about it. Sometimes it is better that the police do the direction thing. I think you say Sky is making sense.
No, it's not Sky. It's somebody else's voice.
We are not doing the things right here. Daniel Oche from East Hospital.
Okay,
Mr. Bernard. Ms. Amle, the traffic light controllers in Ghana has the rush hour. Controller in Ghana has the rush hour functions. I work in traffic field. I've worked there before. Yes, we send that through.
So is it currently working?
I have no idea. From what we're experiencing, it doesn't seem to.
We are not talking about what it has. We are talking about what it's doing.
Yeah.
You see, that's the thing. You can say the thing has the thing, but if it's not doing the work, what's the point of having it? Let me read a few more comments and then we wrap this up. Bernard, the traffic light should be intelligent and should be adaptive to traffic flow.
Yeah, someone said that earlier.
Okay, then it says we need an engineer who is not political as a president and key technological ministerial leadership to drive this type of thing.
Yeah.
A couple more. Good morning, team. It's not surprising that despite the huge loan for the traffic light, we don't see anything for it. Didn't we mismanage the loan we took for the rapid bus transit system too? And then another one coming in on this traffic situation. Somebody says there's a lot of traffic on the Sprinters Road as we speak, possibly because of
the truck that overturned.
And that truck is big.
I received some videos actually of the go slow.
You're thinking about problems, and at times I say, Charlie Bernard, if I am president for even one day, I'm sure that they will sack me by the 5th hour.
The people who will get rid of you are the people you appoint.
Because you won't get away with this kind of rubbish. You go and take loan like this, huge loan like this, and we still can't
point to anything.
We still can't point to anything.
It's serious. So 200.
You are sitting down. You are giving speeches.
It's a very serious thing, and this project, at least from the parliamentary point of view, started in 2018 properly, And so if it's taking you 2019, 2020, 21, 22, so almost 6 years, and you still can't have a properly functioning traffic management system in Accra, what have you achieved? Anyway, Caleb, let me move to something else.
Sure.
I'm taking you to Ho quickly. Here are some residents talking about their water situation. Then I'll take you to Tamale as well. Let's start with Ho.
Of Ho and its environs have endured severe water shortages due to recurring mechanical failures at the Ghana Water Company Limited's Peve Headworks. The facility, which serves as the primary water source for Ho and other parts of the Volta region, has suffered multiple shaft breakdowns, with the latest occurring on Tuesday, January 28, 2025, the third such incident in recent months. The crisis first gained widespread attention in late 2024, when a similar breakdown left thousands without water for weeks, forcing them to rely on expensive water tankers, boreholes, and untreated water sources. Despite temporary fixes by the Ghana Water Company Limited, the issue keeps resurfacing, raising concerns about the long-term reliability of the region's water supply infrastructure.
Sincerely, now that they face the shaft, which is not quite long, and it got spoiled not even 5 days now, I believe we are going to be in a serious problem, because those of us in the whole enclave, we don't have continuous flow of water. They are already rationalizing it. And it's very surprising that this shaft has also got spoiled again. So I don't know what we are going to go through in these few days coming. So I plead that they should try and solve it once and for all, so that this problem will stop occurring.
We want to say that the management of the water system, I may say, were not very proactive, in the sense that there are 3 machines that panel or pump the water to us. These 3 machines, we were told that the first one got spoiled somewhere 2021, which they didn't repair. Then they rely on the second one, or let's say the other 2. Now the second one to got spoiled, they didn't also attend to repairing them. They rely on the last one. The last one now that got broken down. They repair it, but as we speak, we were told by the engineer that the shaft got broken again or got spoiled. And they are trying to come around and then they repair the necessary things.
Our Ghana Water Company Limited is yet to provide a timeline for repairs. Affected residents are calling on authorities to prioritize lasting infrastructure improvements to prevent further disruptions.
We are saying that the people of Ho also should have taken the opportunity given to them by the president visiting the region just last week Friday, whereby they will lay this bare fact before the president. Because if the machines that panel water to us are all broken down, it will not take so much money that they cannot buy a brand new set of machine to fix for our water system. Water is life. We need water.
Residents in Ho and surrounding communities are appealing to the Ghana Water Company Limited to find a lasting solution to the water challenges.
That was Desmond Selassie Agos report from Ho. Let's go to Tamale. Here are some residents in Tamale speaking about the situation as well.
Please, we don't have water for so many years. But last year, September, they opened us small and they have locked it again. So we have to buy the water from the tankers. Please help us. And the tank water is expensive. Please help us. The water company, please, you have to do something about it. Please help us.
I moved into the area about 2 years ago. And for all this while, we haven't had running water through our house. It's rather unfortunate. We have to buy water every 2 weeks from the tankers. This water is not really clean. We are suffering from a lot of health complications. Even aside all of this, we still have to pay bills. We are sent bills to pay when the water is not flowing. Complaints have been told that the construction in our area has affected our pipes, hence the water not flowing. We are pleading with the water company to do something right now about these issues. We are really suffering for the past 2 years. I haven't had any water flowing through my house, and it's really, really sad.
All right, so we're going to get more on this. Meanwhile, I've received comment from people who live at Spintex Road, and some parts of Kasua, who also say they haven't had water for quite a while and that they buy water regularly. But I just wanted to find out from Shawana, Yusuf, who's our North Regional correspondent, the seriousness of the situation. Shawana, thanks for joining us. Good morning.
Good morning, Bernard.
So we had a few of your residents talk about water. We don't know Tamale well. So is it the whole of Tamale that hasn't had water, or some specific parts?
Some specific parts. And the sad thing is that these people have been without water for so many years. So for areas that happen to be or along the stretch of the Nawuni area where our water treatment plant is, coming towards town, those particular people get water all the time. Fortunately, I live around that area. Almost every week we can have water flowing for 5 days, and then they just lock the taps for 3 days. But if you go to town center, if you go to areas like Banyamli, if you go to areas like Zaire, even the Tamale Teaching Hospital area, all of them don't get water flowing through their taps. Target, which is also far ahead towards the Yendi stretch, all of them do not get water. And what we get is that because they don't get enough water to supply, according to management at the Ghana Water Company, they are telling us they are not even able to produce as much as residents need for their daily upkeep. So they are only able to supply about 50% of the total number of liters that we need as a town to survive, and that is a major problem. And the rationing is not also helping. Most areas don't get water, even if they have to ration, because we hear the areas they are either hilly, they are mountainous, and it is difficult to pump the water to these areas.
And how long have these places you mentioned, like Tamale Teaching Hospital, Town Center, and that kind of thing, has it been for a whole year? How long has it been?
For instance, for Zaire, it's been for over 2 years. Most of the people don't get water. What we think is that there was a road construction, major road construction work that happened in the area. And because of that, most of the pipelines were disrupted. And so now, the water company, we don't know why they are not fixing the problem. So residents of that area are forced to buy water every now and then. The Tamale Teaching Hospital, once a while, water goes there. I remember last year, somewhere the middle of last year, they were having water flowing. At some point, it was truncated. And so now they are not able to get water. So we push the issue, we report about it, and water flows to the area. And for some few weeks or months, you go back and water is not flowing. So I am trying to speak to the director who tells me he has been in Accra for some meeting they had with their new board.
Yes,
that the head works, they have the storage tank which is over 2,000 capacity that they were supposed to use to supplement the areas that do not get water. But I hear the technical problem they have is pumping water to some of the areas that are hilly. So the water pumps to some extent, and it is not able to cross to the point where it has to climb the hill and go through to those areas to supply the people. But I'm yet to listen to the director himself, who has promised to be in contact with us this afternoon to grant us an interview. But from what I am picking inside, this is all we understand for.
Finally, we had the regional minister, the new regional minister, say that he will prioritize water solutions. So it means that in Tamale, the water situation is probably number 1 or 2 of the top issues in the town. Correct?
Water is the topmost, followed by sanitation. Yes, I mean water. Yes, is a great deal for Tamale.
All right, thanks for talking to us. We look forward to the full report. Shawana Yusuf reporting from Tamale. Shortage in some parts of Tamale for over 2 years. Teaching hospital area, town center, Zaire, no water. Desmond Selassie Ago is our water regional correspondent. He is also saying that the water situation in Ho has been pretty bad. Desmond, thanks for joining us. Good morning.
Good morning, Bernard.
So how long has Ho been without regular water supply?
Bernard.
No, Desmond, please start again. We didn't hear you well.
Okay, all right. So Ho has been without water for a very long time. Most parts of last year, some residents around Ole, our house, and other areas were not having water regularly. But the situation got worse in December last year, when we learned that some fault was at the Peve headworks reason why most parts of the whole community and other adjoining communities were not having water. So on 2nd of January this year, the Ghana Water released a statement which we all got to know that there was a breakdown of a sole shaft at the Peve headway. So because of that, we were not having water. The whole of who Peve, Yavi, Bame, Accra, part of Agaste, Harvest, and also some minor communities were not having supply of water. So around 8th of January, it was restored. But 5 days later, it broke down again. But mind you, we were having 3 shafts or 3 pumps at the Peve headway. This headway was started operationalization in 1993, according to the engineers at the Ghana Company Limited. And in 93, the population in Ho and the neighboring communities were smaller. Reason why they were able to have a quality or enough supply of water. But now that the population is increasing, the 3 shafts were not able to accommodate the whole of Peki, Agaste, Haste, among. So the pressure was.
We're having difficulty hearing you. Just a quick point. Yesterday we were told the minister for the region and the new Ghana Water Company boss visited the region, visited Peve or something. What did they say? Did they give any timelines for fixing the problem?
Yes, they gave a timeline. They, according to the MD Adamu Tawakilu, the pumps or the shafts at the headworks will be replaced. 2 shafts will be given to the headworks, and that will be fixed in March. The reason that they have to be imported into the country, we don't have any here around us where we could go to the headworks to fix, and the ones we are depending on have to be mended. So for permanent solution, they have to import it from outside the country. So this is going to take about some 2 or 3 weeks for it to come to the country, and installation should be done within a week. So they give timeline that by March we should be having a flow to these affected areas. But for short period or for short intervention, the regional minister James indicated that they will be making available some water tanks to supply water to some key institutions, including hospitals, the schools, amongst others, just to make it to ensure that these people, the places we are suffering in the main township, the whole community, the Peki and the other affected communities. So for now, they've given us some assurance that by March they should be fixing some 2 pumps, and after that they will be adding another pump to make it 3, to ensure that we all have quality water. And also they are thinking of the extension of the 5 water district project, the water supply project, which is in Adidome. It's going to cover some 5 districts: Central Tong, Agbotimes, Yofi, Whole West, part of South Dai, Akati North, and also South Tong. So they are trying to extend this to the affected areas in the short term to make sure that these people who are suffering from this water shortages have access to quality water. And also the long term, they are thinking of expansion in several headworks to ensure that the rising population are all catered for, and also those in the future population are also catered for. So Bernard, as I speak now, these are the short term and the long term measures put in place by the Water Regional Basin Council and also the Ghana Water Company Limited.
Thank you very much, Desmond Ago, reporting that a March timeline has been given, and there's also a short-term solution being promised. So those are 2. Now I'm also getting comments, guys, from Accra. Actually, I wanted to do Kaswa because I'm told that the Kaswa one has also been quite long in terms of there are many parts of that side that do not get water. Okay, and I don't even know whether Kaswa is central or Greater Accra region because I you know.
Oh, it is central.
Papa, Kaswa is Greater Accra region.
Oh no, it's,
you know.
No, I mean, it's traditionally Accra.
I'll tell you something.
But politically.
You see how ECG have their districts. So ECG Tema region, it goes all the way to Sogakope.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
we'll say that for water, Kaswa is Accra.
But even for water and ECG, Eburi is Accra.
Thank you.
Part of Eburi is Accra.
So which, by the way, is actually an interesting point to think about here. If you look at how water and sanitation and electricity is configured, it tells you that sometimes our political regions don't make sense.
It has a background, but it should grow with the new realities.
I'm being mischievous.
No, you're right. You're right.
Kaswa is central region. The regional capital is in Cape Coast. The population of Kaswa is like if you put all of Cape Coast and all those areas together, it will even fit half of Kaswa.
Yeah, but
and so the question is, but do you put the capital in Kaswa or take it to Cape Coast? You can't change it because historically there are reasons for this.
I think Kaswa, if anything was to be added to Greater Accra region, should be there, because so many people are in Kaswa is because
they work here.
They work in Accra. I don't think a lot of people in Kaswa are going to Cape Coast for work.
But it's okay. There's nothing wrong with it.
No,
but I'm saying that
they are using our things.
Kaswa is the word Kaswa is somebody's language.
Let me continue my mischief. They are using our things in Accra. I mean, sure. They are showing our road. They are showing our things, and they are paying. The monies they pay at property rate goes to the central region. It doesn't come to Accra.
Yeah, but there's a queue development people to use it to their advantage.
You are not helping. We have to agree.
Yes, but
they are using our things.
So the man who woke up one day and decided that he has taken the road tolls away, and what was he taking?
Oh my God! But it's good he took it away because it's less traffic.
Who told you that
it's less traffic?
That's why the roads are what they look like. Who is going to repair it? With which money?
No, they should use a different way to collect the money.
No, they should use an improved means to collect the money.
This matter
because that road is being used by vehicles from Burkina Faso, Mali.
It's true,
and they are passing, they are using and destroying our roads for free.
It was causing too much traffic.
No, because it wasn't managed properly.
No, the location was bad, and the idea is
it's not the location; it's the management.
No,
it's the money. You go to University of Ghana, you enter University of Ghana with a card.
You don't toll
and you are able to pass through because you have an electronic access.
But it's not a major highway. You don't toll a major highway.
No.
I'm coming. Give me 2 minutes. You don't toll a major highway which directs traffic from the central region to Accra with 4 or 5 toll booths. If you toll Legon, it's cool. In London, when you are using some of the roads in the UK, some of the highways are tolled and they are alternatives. You don't have an alternative. And you put a toll in the middle of the road for all of us to use.
No, that's not how it works. It is a management problem. If you have 5 lanes, you make it cheaper to use 1 lane.
Yeah.
Which will accumulate traffic and inconvenience people.
So that if you want an expressway,
you pay. That's it's a management problem.
Okay, design first.
And we fail to manage the thing, and rather we just cancel the thing, and then the person is walking just laughing.
But I think the advantage of not having the road toll is at least there's less traffic. For now,
we could have achieved the same thing. That's what I'm saying. We could have achieved the same thing if we had thought through the process.
Let's come back to water because this traffic matter is very emotive. Hi Bernard, I moved to Spintex Okpoigono in 2020, and water has not. Is it flowed or flown? This was a very complicated one. You had all the English, so you went to Canada. So let me read the thing as I see it. I moved to Spintex Okpoigono.
Water has not what?
Flowed. Has flowed. Let me finish the text. Water has not flowed even continuously for 3 days.
Oh my God.
And when it does, the pressure is extremely low. So flowed.
I don't want to disgrace myself.
So water flow.
Yeah. I want to say it's flow. No,
has not flowed. No, flown is fly.
Yeah. No, but
flowing.
I know, but I'm just saying that it sounds like, you know, when you do past participle.
Yeah, the way you speak, you are saying
it should sound different. The past participle should sound different.
So conjugate flow for me. To flow.
That's what I'm
flowed.
Yes.
Has flown.
And the guy who said
has flowed.
Hey, oxide. Then the other guy say, hey, wait. Outside.
I think it has flowed. Has not flowed.
It's like the best thing, best time, best something like that.
Please, the waters issue at Committee 25 is killing us. Ghana Water Company say they need booster station to be able to give those of us the water. We are suffering. Please put in a word for us, especially PS Global. No name attached to this one. For a month now and over, there's been no water flowing through our taps at Spintex around Manet area. We've made complaints, but nothing has been heard from Ghana Water Company. We spend so much money on water tankers. Good morning, Bernard. I have lived in Tema, and ever since the free water program was announced during the COVID pandemic, we face water challenges. Until a few weeks ago, we got water every other day. But if you get water every other day, that's no problem. Most times, there's no water in the evenings all week. But you pa. I mean, look at some people.
No, but we share water every day. You pay for water every day.
People are not having water for years.
But we pay for water every day. So we share water every day.
Until a few weeks ago, we got water every other day.
That's not good enough.
Most times, there's no water in the evenings all week. Things have improved a bit now, but it's still a big problem for residents. Hey, you're all good.
But I used to wake up at 2 just to fetch the water and store it, because that's the time it took out.
Again, it comes to our planning and the lack of it. Okay, the people are populating spaces in this country without planning, and the utility service people need to benefit from planning data in order to plan our spaces. It's non-existent. So somebody sent a message and said that Ghana Water said they needed a
booster station at the area.
You cannot solve a booster, a problem with a booster station if you can't measure the consumption and project it. So you may think that you are solving a demand problem with a booster station that say will boost the water flow for a population of say 500,000, only to notice that
it's actually 700,000,
700 or 1 million.
So as you are supplying, people are building.
Yes, and then this place is demarcated as a residential area. You never knew that there are companies that are producing stuff that require a lot of volumes of water. So see, we have mixed up everything. But one thing I thank God for in the last couple of years is the statistical service and their performance
in terms of giving us useful data.
Very useful data. I hope that we're able to invest more in that so we can grow this.
I think Stanley Mate should give you some of his salary, because you are actually speaking for him. Because when I interview him, he says that part of the problem is that we don't plan. It's like people develop their residences before they come and say give us water. So they're always trying to catch up. So let me talk to him now, and then I'll come back in studio. Stanley Mate is the communications. I think he should be a director now, or is he still a manager? Because he's been there for long. Stanley Mate, you are a big man at Ghana Water. You shouldn't be manager. They should be calling you communications director or something.
Okay, so I'm a chief manager, but for us, our directors are called chief managers.
So you're a director.
I've been a director for a while.
Because Charlie, you are a big man. You are not a small boy. You can't be calling you manager. Okay, so let's take it in three parts. Let's take it in three parts. So part one, Tamale, town center, teaching hospital, Zaire area have never had water. At least I'm told for over 2 years. Is this something you are aware of as a company? And by the way, is Tamale under a jurisdiction or is under community water?
No, Tamale is under Ghana Water Company Limited. Ghana Water Limited serves urban areas of Ghana and then most peri-urban areas as well. Now there are some communities that by proximity to their either our headworks or our pipelines, we also serve them as well. So although we are urban or peri-urban, per your location, you could also have water from Ghana Water.
So what can you say to the people of Tamale about the problem with the areas I mentioned? Town center, teaching hospital, Zaire, and those places that have not had water. What do you have any timeline for them?
Yeah, Bernard, we're in the dry season at the moment, and then the challenges in that area, the Tamale and then the northern sector. Now in the dry season, most of the raw water dwindles. And then the other aspect is that when it starts dwindling, then they also start winning sand, start winning the alluvial sand. So they make the raw water very turbid. So we are unable to abstract enough for treatment for the people. So then they increase the gap between demand and supply in the area. And that is why most areas are unable to get the water. Now what we do now is to do the demand management, monitor the system, and then see areas where we'll have to use extra effort in pumping water to that area. Now with the hospital area, we have an overhead reservoir in that area. And because of the distance between the hospital and then the source, even in very good seasons, it's a bit difficult for water to get to that area. So what we do is to fill the reservoir, and then it is released by gravity so that we can extend the water to more areas. But now with the challenge of the dry season, even to fill the reservoir is a serious problem. But we are still working seriously at it to ensure that at least with every area can have an average of 2 to 3 days of water within a week. If you are able to store enough, you wouldn't feel working fast.
So we are saying for Tamale it's a demand management problem.
Yes. Yeah.
Good. Let's do Ho. Yesterday, I'm told you were there with the team. Your MD was there.
Yeah.
Is the problem? What's the problem with the Clever Headworks? Explain that problem to us.
Okay. We were there on Monday actually. Now the Clever treatment plant is the treatment plant that serves the whole municipality and most of the communities along the transmission line and then around the Volta region. With time, population is increasing, so it's increasing the gap between demand and supply. The treatment plant was built in 1993 and it hadn't seen any major rehabilitation or expansion. Now, for some time now, we've been having challenges with the pumps at the intake house. The intake is where we abstract the water from the Volta River. Okay, so it's supposed to have 3 pumps, and then one works at a time, 2 stand by. Okay, so for some time now, they keep breaking down. They break down, you fix them, and then the following day or 2-3 days after, another one breaks down. And then at a point, I mean, everything now is gone, kaput, and because they are over 30 years old. Now, when we realized that the frequent breakdowns, what we did was to import a new one into the system. I must admit that the new ones that we have ordered took a bit of time because we all know you have to go through the procurement law processes, and then it is also not on the shelves, so we need to order from the manufacturers and all that. So it's taking a bit of time. Now we are hopeful that by the middle of March, these new pumps that we've ordered get in, and in less than a week we should be able to fix them so that we can start treating. Now, when we met them on Monday, we gave them 3 solutions to the challenge within the water within the whole municipality. Now, we gave them the short-term solution, the medium-term, and then the long-term solution. Okay. Now, in the short term, between Monday and now, we are fixing some old pumps that we've had from other treatment plants. And then we are praying and hoping that everything will work out so that by tonight or tomorrow, we should be able to fix the alternative, the new one, the old one that we just had from other place. Then we can start the treatment process. We have done the pipelines. Excuse me, please. We have done the pipe work, and then hoping that today we'll be able to mount the pump, and then we can start treatment. So that is for the for the short term.
Mm-hmm.
In addition to the short term, we are also making some arrangements for some tankers to set, especially the essential service providers like the schools and then the hospitals, etc. So this would be like a short term, and we are hopeful that from tonight everything should start rolling. And then with the medium term, we are hoping that the pumps will arrive by March. We'll fix them new forms, and then we wouldn't have any challenge again. And then the long term, we have the whole water expansion project, which we have been working on for some time now. We are going to expedite everything on it, and then we'll hope that things will go well, and that will solve the challenge within the whole municipality.
All right. For comprehensive, let's deal finally with parts of Greater Accra. I get messages from Spintex Okpoigono. Some people say they haven't had water for over a year. Manette area, same thing. And then Community 25 as well. They say they haven't had water for a long time. And then some people in Tema say their flow is irregular. But I want you to deal with the Spintex Okpoigono and then the Spintex Manette first. Is it something you are aware of? Is there a general problem that in that area, or is just maybe individuals and where they are located?
Yes, we are aware of everything that you mentioned, including the Spintex area. Even this morning, we have been discussing that area. You know, the desalination plant says Lungwa and then Teshi, and then some parts of the Spintex Road. For some time now, we've been having challenges with the desal. So what is happening is that the water from pond that serves the Spintex and then the Tema area, Community 25 area, will have to kind of share amongst Teshi, Lungwa, and then the other areas because the desal was not functional. So that brought about low pressures within that area, and especially those who do not live close to the source are seriously challenged. We've been able to finish with the desal. The desal is functioning now, so we're expecting that there will be some improvement from now. Today, Wednesday, and tomorrow, Thursday, we are supposed to serve the Spintex area, and we are hopeful that we can build on the pressure so that all of them within that area can get. We also have to keep in mind that we are still in the dry season, and these challenges are also bound to happen in the dry season. We are doing everything possible to reduce the impact on consumers. Okay, bear in mind that we also live within the community, so we are also facing the same challenge. Okay, if you don't have water, if there's no water in the area, those of us who work with Ghana Water too will also be faced with the same challenge. So we wouldn't sit aloof without doing anything about the situation. I would want to apologize to all of us living in that area, the people of Breve, for the inconvenience that is being caused by the lack of water within the community. But let's all put ourselves together. Let's support the Ghana Water Limited so that at least we can have the challenge. All right.
Let me read two quick comments to you for your reaction. Ruben Doe says Agbozome has been without water for the past 3 years, and I know this to be true because I got some people from Agbozome send me an SOS message almost last year saying they hadn't had water for over 2 years. Are you aware of this situation, and what are you doing about it?
Okay, so there are ongoing projects within that area to improve on the water in there. For instance, there's the Kita water project. There's a serious extension of pipelines into those areas, and that project is stalled because of reasons that we all know. But we are hopeful that we are going to everything will go well, and then we'll start with the project again, finish up. It was about 60% complete because before it was halted. So we hope that when everything comes on board, we can just finish up and then improve on the water situation in that area.
Okay.
You see, that area is also has the aquifer as a saline. So even when you drill boreholes, it becomes a bit difficult for you to get very good water for the people. So we are forced to use the surface water and then extend the pipelines to that area for them to get. So there are projects ongoing to serve all that area, Kachi, Agbozome, Adidome, and all the Dodome, all the
All right. Let me read another one from the central region. There are two actually. Bernard, Apam in the Goma West district is in serious water crisis. This is from a call. Then Na says, good morning. We haven't had water since October at Tuba Kokrobite. Upon inquiry, we were informed that a machine intended for the Kaswa area was expected to be installed by the end of December. However, during our recent follow-up, we were told that the machine is no longer available. and its current whereabouts is not even known. Let me read this again. We haven't had water since October in Tuba, Kokrobite. Upon inquiry, we were informed that a machine intended for the Kaswa area was expected to be installed by end of December. However, during our recent follow-up, we were told that the machine is not longer available, and they don't even know where the machine has gone. So, where is the machine?
Bernard, I must do some inquiries on this allegation. What I know is about the new pumps that we have installed at the wager intake. If that is the machine that is the caller is talking about, then we have fixed the new pumps, and there's been a lot of improvement in that area, Bernard. But if he's talking about something else, then I need to find out what machine he's talking about, because the Kokrobite area, I served from the wager treatment plant, so I seriously don't know about, and I won't challenge the person because I don't know where he had information.
So you will find out. What about a PAM? What about a PAM?
A PAM, Winneba, you know, the challenge in that area is that the soil is very harsh and saline. So it affects our pipelines very often. So there's a lot of best in that area. We always have to have them fixed and all that. But there's a lot of work being done. We are going to change the pipelines in that area to HDPE pipelines so that at least the salinity and then the harshness of the soil will not impact on the pipelines. Then we can maintain constant flow into that area. So we still do demand management in that area between Winneba and then the Apam area. And so a lot of work is also being done in that area. There's been complaints, we know, but at least they get water about 3 times in a week. And like we encourage everybody, let's cultivate the culture of storing water so that in the event where water is flowing, you can store some water and survive on it whilst water is not flowing.
Let me deal with 2 more. The people of Oyarefa Teman and its environs have not had water for the past 6 months, this person claims. Kojo from East Legon Hills says, we at East Legon Hills have not had water since August last year. I buy water worth 300 cedis every 3 weeks. So East Legon Hills, which is beyond Ashalibotre, and Teman, Oyarefa, 6 months and more. Is this true? What can you say about this?
Oyarefa area is supposed to get water 24/7 because we have a main line from Adodoa booster station through that area into the city. Now there are some areas that are not connected to our transmission lines or our distribution lines. So if somebody is saying that for the past 6, some of them are connected to there's a community water borehole around that area. Some of them are connected to it. So we need to know the exact area, identify the exact area. Then we'll be able to tell whether they are on the community water line or they are on the Ghana water line. But there's no challenge within the Oyarefa area. And then the Denta Celebratory area, there are no challenges. What we do is the demand management in that area, because within the Accra metropolis, we always say that there's a gap between demand and supply. It's quite huge. The only way we can break that gap is to do equitable distribution. So you could live in an area where you may think that you are supposed to have, let's say, water 24/7, but unfortunately, because we have to serve other areas, sometimes your water is curtailed to enable water to send to some other areas. So let us all appreciate the development and then the nuances within the area. I mean, it's inconveniencing all of us, and we appreciate that, and we always apologize for that. But we can get over it, and we'll get over it when we expand our treatment plants within the greater Accra region, and then we can serve more areas. But we are doing a lot of work. I must also say that our finances have not been good for some time now. So we are doing a lot of revenue mobilization and then disconnecting recalcitrant customers who are not paying their bills. So some people may have been disconnected and they are not aware. So if you do not have water in an area where you are supposed to get water regularly, please check from the district office or dial *1010# or contact any of our offices to find out whether you've been disconnected. If you haven't been disconnected, report to them your situation, and then it will be checked. So please, all customers must take
All right. Another quick one from Ningo. This is a place called Ningo Amiam. He says he can't remember the last time they had pipe water.
The Ningo Amiam is in the Pram.
Yes, Pram area. It says for 2 years no water.
Yes.
Is this correct?
I mean, you see, they are very far from the source, so it's pretty difficult for them to get the water. There's also some community water boreholes in that area, so we may have to check if they are on the community water line or they are on the Ghana water line. But I know that it's just because they are very far from the source. Now we have another project that we are hoping that may come on soon. That's a Veime water project. Then we can also get water from that area to serve that industrial enclave, including the Ningo area, Abla, and I mean there are a lot of communities around that area, so that we can serve them and serve them effectively. So there's a comprehensive plan to ensure that the water for all agenda is met. But it's all got to do with capital investment. If you are able to get enough funding to do all these things, we should be able to be cool within the country.
And by the way, is the Teshi desalination project operational?
Yes, it is operational, but it is not functional to our expectations. Okay, we expect it to work 24/7, but there are challenges. So there are frequent breakdowns, and then because of our pipeline, our old pipelines, sometimes if it is not about the treatment plant that is broken down, then maybe there's a major burst within the communities that we may have to start down to have it repaired and all that. So there are challenges within the system. But 24 hours in the day, 7 days in the week, staff of Ghana Water Company Limited are on the ground to ensure that anything that comes up is solved within 24 to 48 hours, and so that our customers or consumers can have water. We only will plead every time and apologize to our customers that when some of these things occur, or when they see any burst in the system, they should inform us, but they should know that we are on the ground 24/7, just ensuring that they have access to constant water.
A quick one. What about Chadonia Trade Fair? Water doesn't flow there, and sometimes once a week, not all the community gets it. Daniel Ochery, Chado.
So with the Chado area, part of Chado is served from the desal plant. So the same challenge with the desal plant affects them. Part of that area is also served from the Wager treatment plant to our 37, the reservoir at the 37, mile 4, 37, near the 37 hospital. Then from the 37 hospital into that area, Chado is at the tail end of the distribution main. Okay, and then the water from the desal. So when there are challenges from the desal, they are seriously affected. And because they are also at the end of this main, the pressures are not too good enough to ensure that there's constant flow in that area. So when the system is okay, they get water regularly. But when there are agitations in the system, that is where they are also challenged. So that's the situation in that area. And I'll keep encouraging everybody. Let us try and save a bit to procure reservoirs so that the event where water is flowing.
All right. Fair enough. Let me do another one. To ask you about the Yapie water project. I don't know whether it's Yapie or Yapie. Yapie. Okay, it's spelled Yapie here. Yapie. I'm told the project has been stalled for ages. What's the status of that project?
No, if you say for ages, then I have to backtrack and then seek information. But what I know is that we cut the salt somewhere in 2019, 2020 to for the Tamale water supply expansion project and that area, that whole area. But we all know why some of these projects have stalled. So let us pray.
We all don't know why they've stalled though. I don't know how you got to know that we know. I don't know.
Whether you know more than everybody.
Oh no! I'm serious. I don't know why it has stalled. So you need to tell us.
So we know. I mean, we know that with this IMF interventions and all that, most of these projects have had to have stalled. So and then it's mainly the financial situation of our economy. But I'm sure when everything goes well, we'll bounce back, and then all these projects will kick off. Bernard.
Let me leave you to go and continue your work. Thank you, Mr.
I really appreciate your support in the work that we all do, and I pray that you keep supporting us. And I want to apologize to the general public that there are challenges in the system. Please bear with us whilst we do everything possible to have the challenges solved. Thank you very much, Bernard.
Thank you. Stanley Mate is the communication manager, or if you want, director at Ghana Water. We'll take a breather. When we come back, we have two important announcements to make. Don't go away.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Protect yourself from germs and bacteria with confidence. Cleanse hand soap effectively kills 99.9% of germs with every use. Perfect for all your hand washing moments throughout the day. Available in a variety of variants and delightful flavors. Choose Cleanse for yourself, your family, and friends. Make Cleanse your daily essential. The GC brand. It's all about you. This advert is FDA approved.
Let's clean soap, clean.
Love brewed in the valley. If you're looking to make this Valentine's Day extra special, Peduasi Valley Resort has the perfect packages for you. Indulge in our delightful dinner buffet with a melodic live band on Valentine's Day and take advantage of our special room and spa packages from 10th to 16th February. Treat yourself and your sweetie to a truly memorable experience this season of love. For enquiries, call 0540-125-555 or 0540-125-554. Peduasi Valley Resort. Live life.
High school sweethearts, baby. You know, even then I knew it just. Ghana Post.
Ghana Post. The most affordable delivery option for food and merchandise from Ghana to everywhere in the world. Connect with us today and see for yourself. Ghana Post. Smart, secure deliveries.
Package, no. In less than 5 days, Ghana Post, they make life they be. Ghana Post will deliver to you wherever you are in the world.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
So it's 9:30, Bembraco. And let me just tell you about Royal Kingdom Estate. If you want litigation-free land, contact us. We specialize in land acquisition, construction, design, property management, and more. We have properties in places like Accra and Ebri, land starting at 90,000 cedis. Flexible payment terms available. 2 bedrooms at East Airport. Premium furnished apartments also available. Call 055-755-5909. Send email to info@royalkingdomestate.
And when you have to buy anything, it has to be the very best diamond cement. We have the 42.5 hour grade as the highest quality on the market. We have the 32.5 hour grade also on the market. Great value for your pocket. You deserve the best. Make Diamond Cement your number one choice for all your building needs. Locate Diamond Cement Ghana Limited nationwide. We have factories in Aplao, Takrady and Bwepe. Here are numbers 0244313368 or 0540111978 0202021175. Diamond Cement, still as hard as a diamond.
So first announcement is that you know my giddy that the transport minister should go and check that thing. So apparently the Accra Intelligent Traffic Management System is under the Ministry of Roads.
Oh.
So I don't know what that
is. Governance matter.
So basically I've just wasted that.
Oh no. But they are all connected. They are all connected. They are all connected. There's no transport policy that disregards the place of the road network and the road infrastructure. So they are all connected. I mean, the transport ministry should be more worried than you and I.
Yeah. So even if they are not the ones in custodianship of that project, they should be concerned about it.
Yeah, I mean, since we asked which professional function is responsible for traffic lights, we've had numerous, transport economists, transport engineers, but I think the key thing is the person who's manufacturing this thing must be an engineer, basically.
Okay.
Electronic engineer, manufacturing, programming it, but deploying it now goes into another space.
I wanted to add to what you said by suggesting to the Minister for Roads. During his vetting, he was asked about road tolls, and he said they will bring back the road toll, but they will use a different system so that it doesn't cause traffic. So what I'm going to propose is that the Accra Intelligent Traffic Management System, if it's still alive, can be integrated with this new road tolling system, because the road tolls, he said the delays will be avoided, but they will still pay tolls. So I don't know whether it's going to be an electronic system or like a card or whatever.
The delays, you can't eradicate the delays once you put a node there,
a bottleneck.
You can't. But what is it? You can manage it so that people make choices, and that if you want to avoid the delay, you pay and avoid.
So as in you pay in advance.
It could be the management could be in different phases or different.
Because let me tell you something. If, for example, they said there was a card that I can buy at DVLA, which I will have maybe 500 cedis worth of road toll on to use at every toll, which I will put on my car dashboard, so that when I get close to the toll, it opens on its own. I think it will be easier than the one that you pay and wait for change.
That's the point I'm making. That's what Legon is using,
which is what I think should be done.
You have a card, it moves.
It reduces the traffic quite a bit.
But there are vehicles that must be required. They should be demanded to pay, like the foreign trucks. I mean, look, they are huge, heavy trucks using our roads for free,
and they are destroying the axle.
Whose wisdom is that?
So I'm saying that one way of looking at the bottleneck situation is that just having one option may not be the best. So as you said, so if you go to Accra, you can have like 6 or 7 options.
Exactly.
So those who are in a hurry should just go and use the one that is automatic.
Yes, you pay and go. If you think that you don't have to pay and you want to be in the queue, be in the queue. Nobody will be bought. You see, the thing is,
sorry, let me get you. You are saying that you can have the toll option for those who want to go fast.
Yes.
And then those who don't want to pay will go through regular traffic.
Which traffic can be from the Accra end of the motorway to the Tema end of the motorway.
So you are using a different approach. So the same road can have tolled and non-tolled options.
Good.
Yes.
So okay.
That makes sense. I like that.
So for example, from the airport in Kenya, there is an expressway. If you're using that one, you are going to pay. And it doesn't have as much traffic. You are paying a toll using the top. It's like an overhead, like
that's
you're using.
A new thing.
Yes.
And then the ones at the bottom.
The one at the bottom has potholes, has traffic, and you're using.
You can stay. You see, from the Nairobi airport into the business district, that morning traffic. You can be in that morning traffic for 3 hours.
So if you don't want that, then use the expressway where you pay the toll. So that's what someone is talking about.
I woke up one day and I have shut the toll booths.
No, okay,
just like that.
The problem in Ghana is that we are very egalitarian in our mind. Hey, we don't agree.
I don't even think we are egalitarian at all. I don't think in practice we are.
Yeah, we like. Okay, to be fair, you are right. We actually just shout it when it suits us.
Yeah,
that it's not fair, but I think it's fair.
Because if you say we're egalitarian, you won't see people turning on their hazard when there's traffic that they want to go.
They want to go. What is that?
You know that thing annoys me so much because I'm in my car because I just like sitting in my car and wasting fuel. No, seriously, I'm in my car because I'm going somewhere.
I have a habit. I will tell you, I have a habit of blocking such people.
No, you know why? Because
your
car is like their own. If Caleb was to block, they will finish my car. They will ram them.
You can block them. We can't block them.
Why glorify indiscipline, and then you are doing the wrong thing and you think you have an advantage?
Yeah.
That behavior.
I know it annoys you a lot, but
too much.
It's serious.
And what pains me is that Paul also opened the way.
But you don't know somebody. You don't know who. And the other thing is that okay, I'll give you an example.
I don't know who, but unless I see a police dispatch rider, why should I open the way?
No, hold on. But there was a day, right? A car was speeding and asked us to move because there was somebody we were sending to the hospital. So I was in a traffic somewhere and the car was speeding with hazards. It turns out that there was some woman that they were sending to some clinic. So it's also possible that some of those people have an emergency.
That's fair, but you see, that's why ambulance service should work. Because how am I supposed to see someone in their car doing hazard?
Those people who have an emergency that you are talking about, they don't use V8. They don't use V8. If you see a taxi brazenly doing that, the first thing that comes to me, there must be a certain emergency.
Yeah.
Granted. But I'm talking about these people. That's the reason we started this war against indiscipline. The police people just came, they threw the whole thing away, and it never happened again.
At some point, there was a letter released from the presidency saying that if you are not within a certain category, you should take off the strobe lights and everything.
That categories have. Please, if you don't have a policeman doing the thing in front of you, I don't want to move for you.
Buy a bigger car like Summers so you can block them.
You don't mean the car is my father, so I don't know.
It's okay. Move on. Second issue. So first point is that the transport ministry is not necessarily the custodian of that project. It's the roads ministry. I'm making that correction again. So all that I said about Richard Nimpe, please, is actually for Governance Agboja to call for the status report of the Accra Intelligent Traffic Management System. Number 2, he should think of integrating it with his new road toll system, so we'll have a more intelligent mobility plan for the whole of Accra. He obviously needs to work with the transport ministry because it's a linked sector. So that's point number 1. Point number 2, my texter was correct. Water has not flowed is correct. So apparently the word flow, past tense is flowed, past participle is also flowed.
Yes.
But the word fly, past tense is flew
and then flown.
And then the past participle has flown. So the bird has flown away.
Yes.
The bird flew away, but the water flowed.
Yes.
Or fry.
Hey, Mama, you don't bring matter. You said, what did you say? You said something has fried. I don't want to sort of sound like we are repeating the problem because you send a lot of messages about the water, but what I'll do is I'll still read them because I believe that even though Mr. Matt is not on the line, his people need to hear what the situation is. So Caleb, please read some more comments on
this
water.
This issue of water supply may not end anytime soon because the number of water supply vendors are increasing by the day. Just the other day I was going to work at dawn by 3 a.m. and I saw one of those water tank vendors vandalizing the water pipe just to fill their tank and sell to people. And when I tried to question them, they came after me in their numbers. Wow. Did you report to the police? This is criminal. Good morning, Bernard and team. Please, the whole water problem is just too bad. These guys should just get the problem solved and stop speaking English. Please come to who and see how we are struggling every day. Students are struggling every morning. Some of us have to resort to sachet water.
So to be fair, both my reporter and Mr. Marty said the same thing. They have a short, medium-term solution and a long-term solution. So they say they are fixing the pump. Yeah. And they are also going to redirect the Adidome project to supply water to more areas. So we just have to bear with them for a few more weeks.
But people are comparing problems and they are saying other problems are better than others. Tema, people are pampered. You have water every other day and you are complaining. It's once a week for a few hours. You didn't have your name.
All is bad. All is bad.
All is bad. That's right. The water situation in Tamale, I believe, is deliberate. The water company intentionally opens taps in specific areas 3 to 4 days a week, while some areas like Banvim receive water only once a year.
Look at that.
Many of the officials run water tanker services. So when they deliberately cut you off or cut off the supply, you are forced to call and purchase water from their tankers. Clement from Tamale and these
that's a serious allegation.
Yeah. I live between Pong and Kokompe, and I have no water flowing through my taps for the past 3 months. Yet I pay approximately 80 Ghana cedis every month, sometimes 105 Ghana cedis, as though I am supplied with water.
This 80 cedis is for water bill. You're suggesting?
But the water issue in Ketu South Agbozuma precisely is nothing to write home about. Citizens are suffering due to no water flowing through their taps. It's been more than 3 years and counting. I'm worried. This is Dora Dede Mikado from Agbozuma.
Well, he said what did he even say about that? He said it's part of the general problem and that they are fixing some new
machine.
I don't even know. I think they said they are setting up a new water system in the area. Well, I'll have to listen to the audio again.
The water issue at 25 Bulasu is very serious. Bernard, no water for the past 4 months.
Wow. Where is Bulasu?
I have no idea. They said 25.
Probably it's in Tamale. I think it's Tamale.
Bulasu.
I think it's Tamale.
So is your name Chingong or Chingong? Well, thank you for saying
it's Tamale.
Right, Chingong.
Yeah.
Dear Ben.
Yes.
Boom. Township. No water. Months. Very bad. Hi Bernard.
So you live at Boom?
Yes.
You go to traffic to get home. You don't have water to drink.
Oh Charlie, this is trouble,
Charlie,
man.
It's sad.
You mean the heat? Your phone finish, you get home, no water to buff.
Charlie,
yeah.
Move the house closer to Accra.
Well,
that's what somebody suggested. But seriously speaking, some places are really going through hell.
Honestly.
You know, to have that kind of traffic and then to now have no water, it's something. It's something.
I just want to add something small. It's
Right.
also why we have to take the Galamsey thing seriously. Because if
Extremely.
we are struggling with water already, the small water we have, we shouldn't destroy it and make it difficult. Because we've heard some of the Ghana water people saying they can't do this with water.
Can't process
all
raw
of that
water.
kind of. It's all going to compound this issue we have.
Absolutely.
So we have to take it very seriously.
That's true. I live at Spintex and I have not had water the whole of January. Hey, wow. That's how you spent your New Year. You didn't have your name. Hello, Bernard. Santor, East Legon Hills, surrounding areas. We've been without water for over a year. Could you ask for us?
We did. It says some of it is just rationing that has to be done because they don't have enough water. So
Again,
demand management.
There's some new neighborhood too, right? Where development
Santor is not that new now. Santor have one of the worst roads in Accra, and they also don't have water. So another area that. So some people in Accra are really struggling. Santor is not that new. I mean, to be fair, yeah. 10 years ago, Santor was new, but today you can't say Santor is new.
Well,
Santor has been there.
But my point is that the developments have gone ahead of the planning, basically.
Look, you've sold lands to people at Santor. They've been living there since 2010. So you can't tell me that development. What development? You know that they will build houses. I mean, from East Legon Hills all the way through to Ashaiman.
Yeah.
That whole area is now habited by people.
Conclave.
So you can't come and tell me that it's a new area. I mean, no, I don't agree with that.
Ken Amwako Senna from Peki says the water issue is not easy for us in Peki and its environment. It's not easy at all. Good morning, Bernard and team. Please, talking about water issues, it's been 3 months and counting since we had water flow through our taps at Community 25. Please help us address it, because anytime we at the Pram office, we all.
I guess maybe we all go to the Pram office.
Anytime we call the Pram office, those who are in charge keep saying it's a problem and they are working on it. You see, when you read a lot of comments regularly, you can anticipate what the person is saying. It's like when you mix up letters, people can still know what the person is trying to say. So sometimes you need to know that these votes they are also typing how they are driving.
They are typing in frustration too.
So please forgive us.
Type at the traffic light to don't do as you are driving.
Good morning, Bernard. I've been in the township since 2018. Some of us don't have water. I buy water from tankers, 700 cedis every 700 cedis
a month.
Charlie, 700. Good morning, Bernard and team. I live at Kaswa CP Everlip area. Since 2022, I can count the number of times we saw water flow through our taps. From January 2024 till now, we only had water supply once. We always buy water from tankers. Currently at 300 cities. This is what we go through. Kofi from Kaswa.
Meanwhile, not many people even watch the vetting of the works and housing and water minister. It's a very important sector. It requires a lot of investment because a lot of these things are long term. Look, they are talking about a pump at Beve that got damaged. They had to bring to Accra to try and fix. You know, I think we need to think about funding social development projects, water and those type of things. And there also needs to be a new mix, boreholes and that kind of thing. Maybe the funding model is not working.
And reason I depart from all these hungry politicians who wake up and say, let's privatize it. Let's privatize ECG. Let's privatize Ghana Water. What are you talking about? Privatize this? You can't be serious. You can privatize some elements of the entire chain, but to privatize the institution, whereas the factors that disable the performance of the institution are actually out of their control. Okay, spatial planning is out of their control. You talked about people, population increases, people relocating to specific areas. Government should do that and then go and bring a company from South Africa that come and collect the money and chop. It doesn't work.
So it's not a management problem. It's
we have here problem. ECG today. See the problems ECG is facing. Meters. The meters, people are stealing the meters. People are.
When you have uniform meters, different meters also. So
you understand. Meanwhile, there was a policy to get locally manufactured meters. Ask what happened.
To be fair, yesterday I went there, so that I can give you an update. Now there's a local assembly of the meters.
No, it's been here since Kufuor's time. It's not now.
Well, I'm told now.
No, it has been here. I know this for a fact.
But
it's been here. But they don't give them the contract. They'll give the people who go and buy the thing from China and come and dump here. This is a problem.
Second point, in addition to what you're saying, is now they are trying, in relation to the point about multiple meters, they are now trying to have, even if you buy a different meter from somewhere, you can still buy credit anywhere. That used to be a problem. So you can. So now,
that would be a good one.
So in the past, if your meter is say Kaswa, and you are in Adabraka, you may not be able to buy credit. But now they've created a system where you can buy anywhere, and there's one system that integrates that. So that's progress there. I wanted to make another correction. Bulisa is not far from MF's estate in Tema. So it's not in.
When you say 25,
Chingon, 25. Chingon's
so forgive me.
Okay, Chingon.
So this is not Tamale. So Seth, thank you for the correction. Bulaso is in MF's estate.
Bernard, my question now is, where in our capital city is the best place to live, where you have water, you have light,
Cantonment,
your roads are good, and when it rains it doesn't fly?
Cantonment.
University of Ghana.
That people can afford.
I believe
people can afford. Do you have to add that?
I mean that the average guy.
If everybody can afford it, it won't be what it is.
If I move from here, I go here, the road is bad.
Best of Ghana campus.
That's a protected. That's
I'm just giving. That's the only place.
You can't make a choice that I'm going to
enter academia.
Because if you're at one place, either the network is not working,
Caleb, it's okay.
Water is not coming, the road is bad.
Let's take
the whole world, everywhere.
Something
must choices.
Yes.
If we will not plan our spaces,
we'll suffer.
We can go and bring Donald Trump to come and buy the thing. Nothing will change.
You even spoil it.
Nothing will change.
Let's take a break. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Love brewed in the valley. If you're looking to make this Valentine's Day extra special, Peduasi Valley Resort has the perfect packages for you. Indulge in our delightful dinner buffet with a melodic live band on Valentine's Day and take advantage of our special room and spa packages from 10th to 16th February. Treat yourself and your sweetie to a truly memorable experience this season of love. For enquiries, call 0540-125-555 or 0540-125-554. Peduasi Valley Resort. Live life.
High school sweethearts, baby. You know, even then I knew it just.
The Heritage Caravan 2025 is officially sold out. Thank you for your patronage. Now get ready for an unforgettable adventure with the Heritage Caravan 2025. We will experience a cultural revelation as we travel through 14 unique regions, each offering a deep dive into the nation's history, traditions, and natural beauty.
An opportunity to see Ghana in a more beautiful, and the people, the connection, incredible.
From Sunday the 2nd of March to Sunday the 9th of March 2025. Pack your bags and let's set off on the road trip of a lifetime with an unmatched opportunity to explore landmarks, taste authentic Ghanaian cuisine, experience the arts, to network and to connect with the people who make Ghana truly special. This is more than a tour. It's a chance to experience the soul of Ghana, to witness its growth and to create lasting memories.
The places we visited, the road trip itself was awesome.
Everything was good, yes. Even the Bui Dam was very educational.
Follow all Channel 1 TV and 97.3 Citi FM social media handles for updates with the hashtag Heritage Caravan 2025. The Heritage Caravan 2025 is powered by Channel 1 TV in partnership with the Ghana Tourism Authority, with support from 97.3 Citi FM, and proudly sponsored by the National Lottery Authority, Hollard Insurance, Omni Basic Bank, Goyle PLC, GB Foods, and Standard Water. Terms and conditions apply.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Minutes to 10. So many comments. And it looks like the water has taken over the traffic conversation. Both are legitimate issues to discuss. But it's also legitimate that the Heritage Caravan 2025 is happening big time.
Come on.
2nd to the 9th of March, we're traveling through the country in partnership with the Ghana Tourism Authority with support from Citi FM, sponsored by the National Lottery Authority, Hollard Insurance, Omni Basic Bank, Go PLC, GB Food, Standard Water, and Apollonia City. Get ready for the drive of a lifetime across over 14 regions in 7 days. Start from the Greater Accra region through the Volta, all the way through to Eastern Ashanti, Bono East, Upper East, coming through to Northeast Savannah, getting into the Western North, Western, Central regions. It's a big event brought to you by Channel 1 Television. So let's go back to the traffic discussion with a few more comments, Caleb.
I couldn't agree with Bernard even more. To be honest, some traffic lights are better left not working. For example, the Baaleshi traffic light close to East Legon KFC. Since it stopped working, there's been super free flow of traffic. I tell you, Regional Minister, please don't come and repair it. Oh, really?
It's funny, so that if the traffic... Yeah, actually, you're right. You know, there's a traffic light at Baaleshi East Legon KFC.
Yes.
It's not, apart from mornings,
yeah.
Usually it's cool. The traffic lights just waste everybody's time. See, do you know, a lot of times common sense prevents the need for traffic lights. If people would just exercise a bit of common sense, there will be no need for traffic lights. But because some people just drive by heart, that's why we need these traffic lights. Right?
Good morning. Okay, so Bernard, in the US, traffic lights are adjusted during rush hours. Some roads are open and others closed depending on mobility. We just have people not thinking, Eugene. But this traffic light issue, come to Nsawam and see 2 unnecessary traffic lights put up in the community. It's even part of the reasons Anodompre nearly lost. Oh, are you serious? Patrick sent that through. DJ Nature says, oh God. Shock. Traffic light.
Traffic lights can cause problems. So
big allegations are coming. I agree, but the traffic lights in Ghana are not smart enough. From what Samens is saying, there is lack of constant electricity supply, and is one of the major reasons why our smart traffic lights are not functioning properly. I think we can use solar to solve that problem. Our people are refusing to think outside the box. We need to sit up. We need to be smart. There is a traffic intersection where there is no traffic light, but it really flows. This is the Legon bypass.
Yep.
So
yes.
Kempa,
That works.
It really works cool. So we don't need traffic light there.
More comments,
please. Is there a law that permits the police to drive against traffic?
Oh my God!
Ask again. The traffic lights around the La Hospital has solar panels, though they are unfunctional. On low notes, in the voice of the last guy, we need to use AI to manage traffic lights.
Sky everyday AI.
I tell you, this traffic light thing, it's simple programming. It's even possible to allow for a lane that is heavily condensed to move when there is the need. So for example, you have the cross section and the vehicles coming in from the left are a lot more, and there are no vehicles coming from the other side. The traffic sensor, based on some algorithm, automatically goes green for the lane that has a bunch of traffic to move. It's just sensors, programming and maintenance.
I think that's the point Bernard was making
without this police
about the intelligence. The intelligence, that's what it is. So.
Intelligence.
All right. Thank you, gentlemen, for your time on the show. We've been having a chat about Accra's lack of intelligent traffic management and what ought to be done, and also discussing the water situation in the country, northern region, Tamale in specific, or in the Volta region, Agbozume, parts of the central region, Kaswa, Apam, and many parts of the Greater Accra region. So we had a few of Braco's tracks airing for you. Thank you so much for listening. My name is Bernard Avle. Coming up next, Citi News at 10 before the... What's the name of the lady? Is it class prefect? No. She has a nickname.
Yeah, school madam.
The headmistress or something.
Now you.
She's Charlie. She's coming to dirty herself.
Cause problem. It's your boo. I want Parliament to disrupt the.
Yes.
Parliament should come and
But the people are sending their messages to test their loved ones.
Charlie, if you can't trust the person, why are you going out to them? Anyway, what's in the news?
Coming up, Education Ministry debunks claims of cancellation of teacher trainee allowance, and health facilities in the Ashanti region placed on high alert